Drunken Peasants Podcast.
I gotta get away with this. No!
Say, man, you got a joint? No, not on me, man.
I don't have facts to back this up.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
That's true. Sometimes I cry.
Oh! Lick my butthole, he laughed.
From the strangest corners of the internet, here to bring you opinions of the world from an altered perspective. Here are your hosts, the Drunken Peasants.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. It's the Drunken Peasants Podcast, episode 1027. We're back again, 1027. We got Asterios and we got Scott. Welcome back, guys.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Quick disclaimer. Tomorrow, we're doing our Patreon private show, Actual Mania 2. And as many of you can tell by the Motherload t-shirt. Oh, no, that's the logo. The Motherload t-shirt tomorrow, Billy the Fridge will be challenging Hannibal for his Actual Mania World Championship, and then Egghead will take on Jared Genesis, and a huge card,
And a
huge
whole
card.
lot more.
A whole lot more, and apparently, so Billy cut a promo on Hannibal the other night.
I sent him a promo to play on the shit show.
Yeah. So I have them reacting to it here.
It starts a little before this, right? About 34.
I think I thought I had found it on here because I see you right
yeah,
there.
there's a little bit before where they lead up to it, and it's
Okay.
important to see.
Like
You say 34:20 probably.
34.
34:20.
All right, we'll do 34:12.
Yeah.
All right. Here's
He
them.
said 34:20, Ben. Get it right.
2012, same difference.
I don't know that they're nudes at first. Okay, I find out that they're
What
nudes
is
when I
this?
open the nudes.
The nudes. I just wanted.
Anyway.
I wanted to out him
what
for
you got
opening the
important
nudes.
Shit, Monty? Let's do this shit.
Oh, I don't have important shit. What I have was something I found directly after DP last night. And
Okay.
I'm gonna watch this shit with you for the first time. So let's sit back and watch. And let's do a check this shit out. We're gonna leave it full screen. And let's all check this shit out.
Okay.
We had Hannibal and Monty on Tuesday night. And Hannibal and
It's emo Spider-Man.
Presents.
it's just emo Spidey.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
All right. So after
I
we
love
had
what I'm seeing.
for real. After we had Hannibal and Monty on Tuesday night, I told Hannibal I'd give him a little promo
Yeah.
to watch on the shit show.
So, and by the way, disclaimer: Hannibal thinks clam chowder is disgusting.
Yeah, if you guys don't know, Hannibal's not a fan of clam chowder.
This shit out.
Bad chowder experience in Seattle for DP1000.
Yeah. Okay, so
Here we go.
they have some creative intros, that's for sure. Oh, there it is. Ivor's Fish Bar.
What's up, Hannibal? I'm outside of Ivor's. They got the clam chowder. But don't worry about that. It's a whole different type of white coming for your throat now. That's right, Papa. You're going toe-to-toe for the heavyweight championship with an actual heavyweight. I know you get them beat battles and you beat everybody there, but I'm sorry. After Actual Mania, we're going to change your name from Hannibal the Beat Animal to Beatable the Hand Animal. Because not only are you beatable, not only am I going to beat you, but you're going to be like a puppet on my hand doing as I say. My words lead to your actions. It's simple, man. Actual Mania, it's always been about me. You're a guest on my show. I don't care about this shit show. The real shit show is the idea, the audacity that you
The music they added kind of takes
Audacity.
away from the kind of intimidation.
Well, that's just what's
factor.
playing in the back. I think I'm very intimidating.
have to carry
You're
around
working in
my
spite of the
title
music.
with such minimal content. Sure, the stuff we've seen from you, it's great. We love the Shanny, Rev, G-Man music promo video. It's fantastic.
Chef's kiss.
But it's too few and far between. You don't got the jewels like young Bill Fridge. And that's why I'm gonna take your jewels. I make them mine. I'm about to Thanos snap that title off of your waist, put it on my shoulder, and carry it like I do this show.
The shit show.
Baby, young Bill Fridge, coming at you. Actual mania. The title is mine. You can have my leftovers. I'll take one clam chowder, please.
Oh, no. Hannibal, you sit the fuck down first. No. Zoe, stop that fucking music from playing over this. Zoe, stop the fuck.
Can't even keep his own daughter in check. He wants to talk to me? You want to talk to me, Monty?
You just gonna stare at me?
I heard what you did to both of your parents.
Deal with both of y'all later. Hannibal, chill the fuck out, cause this shit, Billy went too fucking far. Look, the only first the fuck off, Billy. The only person that gets to force Hannibal to eat chowder is me. Understand that. You will not disrespect my friend like that by forcing him to eat something that I know he fucking hates. You sit all the way the fuck down, Billy. You're pissing me off right now. First, like the white thing coming at his throat. Well, guess what, bitch? I'm coming at your throat right now.
What sort of chowder is that?
How about that? You want this shit?
Manhattan
you don't
style?
come on talking shit
Manhattan's the
about
white
my
stuff.
friend like that.
I thought that was the red stuff.
I don't know. Is he making Cajun
I
clam
came in here
chowder?
in the mood, and look, y'all, Hannibal, just mute this stream. Look, Hannibal wins that shit because he's good at it. Don't you disrespect him with music. This motherfucker puts it the fuck down. When was the last time you released something, Billy? When was the last time?
He was just in the bathroom when he first got here.
I'm still
Yeah, I
waiting
just
for the
dropped the
song to
grumpy.
drop. Where the fuck is it, Billy the Fridge? And Hannibal. Well, you know you're right. Hannibal is a guest on your show, but I bring the star power. I understand that. I'm gonna let that one slide.
They can't even get on their own level.
Dissension in
and
the
they
ranks.
disrespected the fucking shit show.
Betrayal.
This is where it goes down. You want a spot on here? Then come here and check with my daughter. Like, you got to go through somebody else to get to me.
Lock
Like,
up
you
your
can't come here without
daughters.
that. And then you went on about taking his fucking jewels in a Thanos snap. Well, guess what, bitch? Thanos was the villain. First Thor came in and chopped that motherfucker's hand off, and then chopped his fucking hand off. Call me the fucking god of thunder, bitch.
Okay.
Your throat is going to be Thor.
Monty. All right.
What?
Okay. All right. I
What?
got you.
What?
I got you. You're
What?
very okay. Calm down.
What?
I can cut my own promo.
Yeah, let's listen to what Hannibal has to say.
Okay.
Wait,
He's the champion.
I want to address. I question. You said that like when he talked about he was gonna put something hot and white in my throat. You were just like, no, man. The only person that forces Hannibal to eat something disgusting is me.
Yeah. That's true. That's true.
So you acknowledged that you knew I didn't want to do it, and then you made me do it anyway.
Oh, absolutely. Like, you're my friend. I get to do that to you.
Okay, Zoe, put me full screen. Let me go ahead and address young Bill Fridge right now.
Screen.
Yeah. Put me full screen, Zoe. There we go.
All right, champ, what do you got to say?
That's fair foul, but it'll work.
That's fine. I like the fire and everything behind. So this Friday on Drunken Peasants is actual Mania, and for the championship, it is the champion Hannibal the Beat Animal versus the challenger young Bill Fridge. And let me say right now, Billy the Fridge is such a sweet boy. He's just such a nice guy. He's a fantastic rapper. He's very talented, and honestly, I hope that he wins.
Damn. He got me
That's all I
there.
got to say. He's a good guy.
You give him your title like that? No.
You know what? If me losing the title hurts you,
no.
Then yes.
Billy,
take my belt.
Actual Mania, I'm gonna be standing ringside to make sure your big ass don't win.
Oh no!
I'm gonna make sure I tear my rotator cuff before the fight. just like Monty when you ask him to Google search anything, I want to be completely useless. Okay?
Damn.
Take me off screen. There you go.
Damn.
All right. So tomorrow, $5 Actual Mania 2. There's a huge card. We'll be doing a promo show. We're actually going to do the first match for free live on YouTube for everyone to see. Hoping that'll snag a few of you.
The free-for-all is a 4-way tag team bout. Winner goes head-to-head with the tag team champions, who happens to be these two on screen who are not getting along that well.
Dissension in the ranks.
Hannibal is a double champion going into Actual Mania. And I got to say, I didn't think Hannibal was going to be able to come back from my sick-ass promo, but everything he said was spot on. The only person that could lose this match for him is, I think, Monty.
Maybe that was by design. Yeah, so that's exciting. Oh, and by the way, immediately following tonight's episode, we're going to be doing our monthly Patreon movie review for all those of you who are $10 patrons or more. So we're going to go over there once this is over and watch what this is like a fan-made film.
I don't know if it's fan-made, but it's like a foreign Alice in Wonderland.
Okay, some foreign Alice in Wonderland movie.
It's going to be the greatest movie of all time.
Yeah.
I read that on the internet. It was like this is like a Serbian film sequel.
Oh my God!
Not true.
Wait, is it that highly pornographic Alice in Wonderland?
No,
I don't think it is. I wish.
No, I don't believe so.
Do you want me to send that to you?
No.
The Montourage says, "I got my eyes on you, Billy."
Yeah, that's Monty right there.
Damn.
So I think we'll start off with antagonism.
I should turn off the goddamn internet.
Oh, don't touch me. Don't touch me. They're gonna touch me.
DP, are you gonna touch me?
So I wake up this morning and I look at Twitter. The first thing I see is this.
Boogie2988 says, just got off the phone with Keemstar, and the man is a motivator. Gonna find a boxing gym nearby and give it a visit. We'll film this too for you guys. Who knows? Maybe this could actually be a thing.
Yeah, so it's already being pushed as if it is a thing, but Boogie doesn't say that it's for sure a thing. He says maybe.
If I know Boogie, he's a fighter.
You think so? Because everyone's saying he's going to back out.
He's fighting diabetes.
Exactly.
He's fighting high blood pressure. He's fighting cholesterol.
Exactly.
He's a fighter.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What's Sam Hyde? 230, 240 pounds? Boogie's dropped 240 pounds on his own.
Sam Hyde looks like he's in good shape, and I have a video of him.
What's a better shape than a ball?
It's nature's perfect object.
So, but he is he's talking about going to a gym in his area. I saw that.
Yeah.
And here's Tony
he's talking about going to a gym.
Tony,
let me know when he goes.
Tony trying to be a backseat driver over here says, Boogie, I'm sorry, but you're going to get seriously injured in training, if not fucking die, by diving that deep all at once. Boxing is a demanding sport. You are not really well prepared. And Boogie, obviously, the superior intellect, says, trust me, I'm aware. I plan to take it slow, and let's see what I coach in the area has to say before I do anything crazy.
See, boxing is like an endurance sport, and I feel like after round one, Boogie would be totally spent.
I mean, it's an endurance sport if you're not a knockout king like Young Boog.
See, Asterios went and had a boxing match, and he looked like he was out of gas after the end of like round two.
Asterios did very well. I was very proud of Asterios in that ring. Made me feel like I could get up and do it the same way Boogie can.
Maybe you should take on Boogie.
No, honestly, iDubbbz, he trains here in Seattle, so I'm going to just show up to iDubbbz training center and learn how to fight from him, because he learned how to fight from Sam Hyde. And then I'll tell Boogie all of Sam Hyde's secrets, and Boogie will win.
I mean, you could just pick up, but you could also just send the guy a copy of Mein Kampf if you're looking to give away all of Sam Hyde's secrets. I mean, it's not that hard to find. I think it's in the public domain.
Is Mein Kampf public domain?
Yeah.
I think it's in the public domain.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
So here's Sam Hyde saying, yo, Keemstar, I just got off the phone with Boogie2988, and he's serious about boxing Sam Hyde. Of course he is. Sam Hyde represents everything wrong with Boogie's life.
Really?
Yes. Boogie's life would be perfect if it wasn't for Sam Hyde.
It's all Sam Hyde's fault.
He gave a platform to, what's that guy's name? Charlie Hustle? Frank Hassel?
They should have the fight in a place where the local athletic commission only tests for, like, HIV and hepatitis, and they don't test for roids, and then we just get Boogie roided the fuck up.
As long as they don't test for diabetes.
But I don't know. They don't test for that. They test for, like, bloodborne illnesses usually.
My guy ain't got he puts the dye in diabetes.
And then here's Ethan
He's scared
Ralph.
Sam Hyde.
I actually have
Wait, before we move off of Boogie, I'd like to continue to make fun of his weight, if that's okay.
Yeah, can we do that for like
if that's
30, 40
possible?
minutes?
If that's possible, go ahead.
Yeah. For Boogie to contract the autoimmune deficiency syndrome or HIV, the virus that causes said syndrome, wouldn't he have to at some point have engaged in sexual contact?
Oh, he was
would have had to agree.
Don't you know?
He was like a sugar daddy for a little while.
Boogie's been Boogie's been releasing all sorts of sexual escapade videos in the last month. You got to watch some of his stuff.
He's got money.
Got feeder sex.
Yeah.
He got a video about having sex with sisters. Got a video about having sugar babies.
His sister?
He's not his sister. Sisters.
Oh.
He is from Arkansas.
True.
So he was just party to incest. Okay.
Yeah, he was just incest by proxy, which is the weakest kind of incest.
Incesting himself.
Yeah, that's like that's even worse than that's weaker than step brother incest. You know, like
it's 6
incest by
degrees of
proxy.
incest.
Get out of here.
Oh yeah. What if Sam Hyde knocks Boogie's new teeth out of his face?
Well, somebody said that Boogie could lose $50,000 in dental work.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He got every tooth replaced.
Pretty sure he got a deal on that. Only cost him $10K. Didn't you watch the video?
They actually gave him teeth that were too big for his liking first, and he got them all swapped out.
There was something that was too big for Boogie?
Well,
that's insane.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he can afford that, so of course he can afford, money is attractive to certain women, so of course he was,
Whores. It's whores.
Not just whores. There's tons of women that have fat dads, and if you have a fat dad, you will fuck any fat guy that ever pays attention to you. That's the fat dad rule.
True. FDR, as it were.
Exactly.
But oh yeah, go ahead, Asterios.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. It's just I thought I knew more about Boogie than clearly I do. I saw a video of him not shooting a home intruder, which I hear legally was worse somehow.
Yeah.
It would have been the moral and legal thing to have nailed the guy in the forehead with that bullet. Okay, lesson learned. He's making what are these sex videos? I can't tell if you're joking.
Well, they're not videos
Either
of him
way, I'm
having
interested.
sex. They're not videos of him having sex. They're videos of him talking about his sexcapades.
Oh, so he's like a weird narcissistic liar. Okay,
It's not
mind.
lies.
I don't think he's lying.
It's not lies. I can validate. I can validate.
Is there
at
any
least,
evidence of any of it?
I can firsthand validate some of it.
I feel like Boogie would have a hard enough time standing on his feet for a whole boxing round, let alone trying to not get hit and hit someone else.
I mean, my guy is going to a boxing gym. Obviously, he'll walk in the boxing gym fat. He'll leave a boxer. That's how it works.
That's true. That's
Everybody's forgetting the boxing gym part of this.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, look. If we're going to seriously talk about the fight for a second, and then also continue to make fun of these two awful people.
Oh my god!
This might be my favorite episode so far. The topics. It's like I've never had. It's like where we're going, we don't need roads. I could talk about this for hours.
Yeah.
Look, they're not. Boogie's not going to show up at all. I mean, like, I think Sam Hyde certainly will, because Boogie definitely won't.
Sam Hyde will show up. Well, Sam Hyde's he's trained for this. He's been training for years for boxing.
Check this out. Dude, he's going to kill Boogie. He's going to kill him.
Probably not.
He's going to kill him.
And
look at that.
Yeah, he'll kill him.
He's only going to kill. He's only going to kill Boogie if he tries to kill Boogie.
He's gonna try to kill Boogie.
I mean,
well, no. I mean, I was gonna say, yeah, it doesn't matter though. I mean, A, let's not forget that bag is not hitting back. B, I don't think. I think it would take Sam Hyde forever to develop the strength to knock Boogie down. Boogie's just too big. He's like a fucking. He's like a god. He's like one of the pyramids. Like he's like mathematically perfect.
That's true.
Like obviously, if this thing goes 10 rounds or whatever, yeah, he'll die. I get it. But like, there is a chance of like that. Like Boogie just in a couple of punches just put Sam Hyde's lights out. I don't know.
You're wrong, and here's why.
Tell me.
Yeah, Sam Hyde we just saw is like able to throw punches. Boogie strikes me, unless I am wildly off, as one of those guys, one of those fat guys who does like not have the coordination to literally be able to throw a punch. He's gonna do these weird like fist slaps, and it will generate absolutely zero power, and Sam will kill him.
When I first met Boogie in person, it was pre-surgery because he had surgery. He had like his stomach. He had his stomach stapled.
Oh, he was back when Boogie was a woman, pre-surgery.
And he was using a hover round to get around at that point in time.
That's my boy.
Yeah.
Before that, he used to float like the leader of Dune. Yeah, float like the Dune bad guy, stink like a diaper.
Oh, like Baron Harkonnen.
Yeah, Baron Harkonnen. That was the name I was trying to think of, but it couldn't come to mind. He just float around like Harkonnen. No big deal.
Stellan Skarsgård.
I know Boogie very well. I 100% think if he can pass the physical, which he might not be able to, he'll go.
Which is a stretch.
He'll go, and he'll probably get knocked the fuck out.
Boogie needs cardio, and he needs to make his arms as strong as possible for blocking.
Well, his arms are already pretty strong because he has to pick himself up every time he rolls out of bed. You know, he's got to use his fat guy strength. Seriously, fat guy strength is crazy in the arms compared to other guys' strength because every time he sits up, he's got to push like 700 pounds.
And Boogie's never had like a heart problem or anything like that we know of.
Not that I know of.
Time.
Yeah.
Well, we all have a heart problem when it comes to love.
That's true.
I mean,
we're all
like
dying in a way. He's just dying much faster and more visibly.
Much faster.
I don't think he'll back out of the fight if he can get cleared. If he can get cleared, because I think he has no problem getting knocked the fuck out
for money,
and then because this is going to give him,
of course,
this is going to give him money just to fight, but
it's
also
a loser purse.
It's going to give him so much content to talk about before and after this. Like this is a great deal for Boogie, even if he gets knocked out. I think, and I haven't talked to him about this, so I'm speaking off the cuff here. I think he might try and punch Sam Hyde in the dick and get disqualified.
Well, that would be bad. I think if you break the rules and lose, you don't get paid.
Yeah, but imagine how much money he could make if he punched Sam Hyde in the dick.
I don't think he would make much money.
Everybody would be like, that's the guy that punched Sam Hyde in the dick.
Are you just looking for an excuse to say dick a bunch of times? Yeah.
Andy Dick.
Okay.
I would like to ask two questions, and
Go ahead.
we've just heard Billy's answer. And then, by the way, Ben, if you got to keep moving, don't let me.
No.
This is so interesting to me.
Keep going.
Like, all right. So first question is, do we think if they're each getting a purse, loser's purse and a winner's purse, but if they're each getting paid, do we think Boogie shows up? Do we all think he shows up? Scott?
I think for the money, yeah.
Of all of us here, Billy actually does know Boogie the best personally. Like, he knows him on a personal level. So I trust his judgment with that a little bit.
Let me tell you how much I know Boogie. I am familiar with the video "Fat Guy Destroys Xbox," which I believe was posted more than 10 years ago.
Yeah,
and
he's still fighting.
That's the last time I saw Boogie, and also first.
Think about what he did to that Xbox.
If you somehow know more than that, then yes, you know more than me. But I think I know a lot.
Think about what he did to that
I'm
Xbox.
Extremely online.
And then think about how many people have owned Xboxes versus how many people have watched Sam Hyde, right? Like, the numbers are huge. Boogie already beat Xbox. He can beat Sam Hyde.
Didn't Boogie also beat that table full of magic cards?
Yeah,
flip
he
that motherfucker.
No, that
I
was
might have seen
Francis,
that
actually.
too. I might have seen 2 Boogie videos.
Yeah, and another thing, if
That
Sam
rings a bell.
Hyde accidentally pours goddamn Mountain Dew all over himself, Boogie will be unstoppable. He'll eat him up. It's done.
Well, I am officially voting. I don't think Boogie shows up, even for a
Doesn't
guaranteed purse. Something about the guy. Just based on the very little I know of him, he sees himself as like a perma victim, even though he has fame and could make money and could easily lose all this weight. So yeah, I think he doesn't show up, and then he just finds a way to blame everybody else. He's like, oh, I didn't like the doctor, or oh, they wouldn't send the right car. I think he finds some way out of it, but that's just me.
Yeah, that's on the table.
There's definitely a chance that he won't be able to pass the needed physical. Other than that,
barring the physical, because Asterios is saying Boogie will manufacture a way to where he doesn't have to fight without it being apparent that he's just not showing up.
I don't think he has a problem getting knocked out.
That's so interesting.
Yeah, I think he would totally show up and he would fight and he would give it his best and he wouldn't even need to know that he was going to win. He would know that he just did it, and then he gets knocked out. And then he spends the next
his best
fucking
would be really bad and he'd get slaughtered.
So I will also point out, not only does Billy know Boogie well, but there's another thing where you might not want
you guys
to
go to the same meetings, or
you
what?
might not want to trust his opinion on this because he has fat bias.
Oh, Boogie is fat, isn't he?
Yeah.
Totally forgot about that part.
About that, but yeah, now that you mention it, I guess he is also fat.
Now that I remember, but Boogie, considering Boogie's a fat guy, then I think he's gonna win 2-round knockout.
You think he's gonna win
2-round knockout for the fat?
Well,
bet the farm on Boogie.
This was my second question.
Yeah.
If they do fight, who do we think wins?
Sam Hyde.
I think first round TKO. If you knock someone down 3 times, even if they get up in a second, Sam Hyde would probably get immediately back up. You knock someone down 3 times in a round, it's a TKO. It's over.
Yeah.
I think Boogie could. How do you dodge Boogie? He's the size of the sun.
Boogie,
you don't dodge, but you don't need to because he has 0.
Sam Hyde's probably got about 4 or 5 inches of height on him.
Boogie's big, but he's not that tall. He's not that tall.
Yeah, I'd say.
I bet he's pound for pound
5'11".
I'd say 4 to 6 inches. Sam Hyde's probably 4 to 6 inches taller than Boogie.
How tall is Boogie? 5'11"?
I think he's between 5'9" and 5'11", depending on his spine day.
Oh my god!
But because he used to sit a lot, so he had some slouching, and so. But I think he's around 5'10". I'd say easily 5'10". I think Sam Hyde's about 6'3", 6'4".
Yeah, that's another factor. Yeah,
that's pretty tall. Yeah.
Okay, so Hyde's got reach on him.
And you have to remember this about Sam Hyde too. He's been trying to challenge all types of people to fights, and nobody has been accepting the challenge.
Yeah, Hassan Piker. He was trying for Hassan Piker, and Hassan was like, "I'm not fucking with him. He's all muscle, man. I'm not doing it."
Yeah, Hassan's a beefy guy too, so it's those must be show muscles.
Do you think body shots have any effect on Boogie?
No.
No.
No, not at all.
It's got to be all headshots.
It's gonna have to be all headshots. Like if they have a no headshot rule, which I don't know.
No, not in boxing.
Sometimes the celebrity boxing, don't they do no headshot rule?
They wear headgear. I mean, I don't know. I don't know about every celebrity boxing event ever. All these YouTuber boxing events have head strikes. So
Yeah.
it'd be stupid to not have head strikes in boxing. That's like a big part of
But
boxing.
they have had no head strikes before, haven't they? Or is
I've never heard
is
of that,
something I
but-
made up?
I've never heard of that, but I'm not going to say it
May have
never
made
has
that
happened.
up.
Yeah.
I think it's certainly possible. Like obviously, you can have carve outs for anything, but like even if Sam were to strike Boogie repeatedly in the head, like I don't know that it would knock him down. I think Boogie would die.
Do you think
due to
even
exhaustion.
Boogie's head is too fat to absorb?
Sam Hyde's got punching power.
Stood in one
we saw
corner
it, yeah.
and Boogie stood in the other corner. Eventually, Boogie's labored breathing would knock him out. like the idea of simply existing in the space, like Hyde would win if it went more than 3 rounds. If it went more than 1 round, let's be honest.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm excited to see Boogie get into the gym, and it makes me want to get into the gym too.
That's good.
Maybe if Boogie can't get cleared to fight Sam Hyde, I'll just run up on Sam Hyde in the streets and tickle him.
You see, here's the thing with fighting like a guy like this guy, and I do not like the amount of times I've said his name. Like, it feels like dirt and poison in my mouth. Like, like someone like Hassan is like so far above this guy. It'd be like you're only giving him like free publicity. Like we need someone like Boogie who has like nothing to lose.
Wasn't Sam Hyde like on
games.
Adult Swim or something like that?
He had an Adult Swim show. It got canceled.
Yeah.
$1 Million Extreme got canceled because there was a very unfortunate sketch.
Of course.
That was not agreeable with.
Can we watch it?
I don't know if we can watch it.
No, we can't.
Oh, I'm sure it's on Daily Video. You want to pull it up on Vimeo?
No, I don't.
You want to pull it up on Daily
You
Video?
can't find it.
Here's
You want to pull it up on Russia Today?
I want to get into the Ethan Ralph versus Warski.
Yeah.
Former collaborators, now bitter enemies, which happens a lot over there. Like that whole like group, they were all assembled at one point, and then they just kind of like canceled each other like over a long period of time.
It's almost like they're all a bunch of backbiting vipers.
Here's Ralph calling out Andy Warski.
Out of you for years. You're a fucking no good snake. You're a fucking no good leech. You never came up with shit on your own. Yeah, you laugh and joke about it. Yeah, it is funny. It's funny how you fucking manage to breathe every fucking day. You fucking loser. This guy is a sick fucking guy. Look at this. Look at his face.
You collaborated with him for years.
Well, he's collaborated with a lot of
like
sick fucking guys.
This shouldn't be walking around
This
with...
is the same dude who paid his ex-wife to come on the stream and say he was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or am I
Dumo Tech with the America
that's him.
First Civil War. Yeah, he just hired his ex-wife to come on stream and vouch for him. It's not a big deal.
He was also convicted of leaking revenge porn of him putting his thumb up his then 18-year-old girlfriend's butthole and sniffing it.
Just a little oil check.
Pleading no contest is not the same as pleading guilty. It's worse.
Civilized people. Piece of shit. Are you kidding me? All they had to tell me, I tell you what, I did say this.
Shabisky versus Asterios special referee scoot the match of the century.
There we go.
No.
No?
Winner gets the desk.
Asterios, you're done fighting?
I would only fight someone weaker than me.
Yeah, Shabisky!
It's Shabisky.
Oh.
Have you seen Shabisky? He's weaker than you, man.
Sent me all those nude pictures. That guy seemed cut.
That was
out of
Joe.
marble.
Joe was the one that sent you the nudes, I thought.
Well, I'm certainly not fighting Joe.
Yeah.
No. Joe's a psychopath. Never fight Joe. You could beat the shit out of Shabisky, though.
You know,
he's like 75 pounds.
If I could hurt
Ethan
him.
Ralph just had his...
You could absolutely hurt him.
Ethan Ralph just had his orbital bone broken. Like, his face is, like, permanently disfigured.
Scott,
why would he want to be?
Because he was baited into going to another country.
Right. Scott, do we
By
have-
the same person he wants to beat up now.
Right. Exactly.
I said,
Scott, do we have access to a wrestling ring or a boxing ring anywhere around here right now?
I could get your ring if you need a ring. Yes.
Should we just throw a boxing event?
Yeah, that'd be hilarious.
Probably.
And then
Seems prudent.
we'll just like I'll say this now for everybody watching, and I'll never admit to this again. We'll just work every single match. We're gonna
fixed top to bottom.
Yeah, the whole card is gonna be worked, and after this moment, I won't admit to this ever again. But we should set that up.
Turns whatever Warski gets, I get, and vice versa. I have to. I'm not. He's not getting more than me. Period. So
You
even
don't know what he
terms
fucking
or
talks about with this whole thing, because you're like, oh, all these people fight, or they're friends and they fight. They're all very, very, very sensitive people.
Yeah, they're the biggest babies. They're such fucking babies. It's really
like-
funny.
It's like you like the wrong tweet, and all of a sudden, you open your computer and there's like a 4-hour emergency stream where like this person's calling you like the worst names. I mean, it's like a literal media slurkus.
Are you speaking from experience by any chance?
Huh?
Did you like the wrong tweet at one point?
Oh no.
Oh,
I've never liked the wrong tweet.
Cool alt-right friends.
Yeah.
I like the right tweets.
Whoa.
Find a tweet I should.
I also like the right tweets.
I've never liked a tweet
good
I
or
shouldn't
better
like.
for the Ralpha male is what I said.
The Ralpha male.
All right, and
Did we
here's
clarify boxing
shit.
match? I'm thinking it's going to be 6 rounds. It doesn't make sense to go 8.
Give him 5 rounds.
And also 4 is
crazy.
gay.
I want you to have 20.
And 4 is gay.
So 6 rounds.
That's so specific. It's the idea of going 8 is ridiculous, but 4 is gay, so it's got to be 6.
Honestly, I only need 1 round when I become celebrity boxer. Just give me 1 round.
Pretty much what we settled on. I don't know if it's going to be with or without headgear. I guess that maybe that depends on the athletic commission.
Right.
But yeah, I'm absolutely in to beat your fucking brains out. Warski?
You got beat up by a girl several months ago. Do you remember the whole Gunt thing where that girl Mint Salad beat him up?
Have you not watched any Hollywood movies over the last 10 years? Women are like the stars of every action movie. They're tough as shit.
Ghostbusters, Alien.
What were you going to say,
Blonde
Asterios?
example.
You look like you wanted to say something.
Ray?
Well, I mean, I do like this run that's happening here, so I did not want to interrupt it. But I was just trying to think of another. I was like, was Kelly McGillis? No, Top Gun was male-led. But what was that? I was gonna say,
Was Top Gun a girl movie?
I thought it was a Kelly McGillis vehicle. Certainly, isn't that how we all think of it? No, what was I gonna say? I've seen this person be punched in the face on video multiple times. They don't fall down. They seem they're just. I think the bigger man certainly wins here. What
You
do
think
guys
Ralph wins?
I like Asterios'
I've
point
seen
here.
the guy punched so many times, and he just keeps going.
He didn't keep
He's
going
like,
in Portugal.
My pure hate.
He seems like an unsinkable Molly Brown type. I'm with you on that.
Oh,
It
hold
was
on.
a 3-on-1 in that first one with Mint Salad punching me. He was
That's
still
true.
trying to enter the house.
Here's a push-up contest between Warski and Ralph.
Ralph is crushing.
Yeah, but Ralph's got to push up about 200 extra pounds.
Yeah, this is
Warski starts clapping.
This is irrelevant. You could get an 8-year-old who could do 1,000 more push-ups than me. I'll still destroy them by punching them in the back.
I do want to say
I'll
something.
still rabbit punch them to
I want
death.
to say something here in Ethan Ralph's defense.
Stamina means a lot.
He's so twisted in his own head that he thought he could beat Warski in a push-up contest. He got down to do it.
I agree.
That
You kind of have to
tenacity.
respect that delusion.
Yeah, that mental delusion right there is going to give him an edge. I don't know if it'll be the edge he needs to win, but it's going to give him an edge.
Did you guys see him get punched at that bowling alley?
I actually have it here. It's,
Warski's been training too since
yes,
before
he has been.
Tonkasaw.
He's been training for a long time.
Yeah, he started
actually.
training for the Tonkasaw fight.
No, he's training again. He's been training already. Like,
Fucker, get out before you get hurt.
Damn.
now, hold on though. I will say this guy. He didn't have his feet planted when he did it. Like his feet.
He's Superman
were like,
punch.
Moving.
It's not really a solid blow.
That was a Superman punch. Even Ralph.
It's a decent elbow.
I agree that it's like not like I agree that it's not the same as like throwing a really good punch or combination in a boxing ring, but like between this clip and that other clip where it was like 3-on-1 because he was trying to get his cell phone back, I'm like, I've seen this guy get punched a lot and I haven't seen him knocked out yet.
Yeah, it was in Portugal.
Yeah,
he got knocked out.
But we don't know anything about that.
We don't know for sure what happened. He claims
that's the thing. It's like the videos I have seen, I'm like, this motherfucker like a weeble. He wobbled, but he don't fall down.
Don't fall down.
Don't go down.
I heard that it was like 9 thugs in Syracuse that took him down in Portugal.
Oh yeah,
I heard that too. It's a bunch of Marines.
all Marines.
Yeah.
Ladies and
Yeah,
gentlemen,
I heard it was those same guys that took out our boy Shawn Michael.
Our boy.
to Sam
What the hell
Hyde
is this?
and
Oh.
to Boogie2988 and got them to agree to fight each other. Let's fucking go.
Somebody get this guy Boogie's dentist. Like this is
round,
bothering me.
We've got Sam Hyde and Boogie2988 on the card. Now you need to fight me.
Like a
You have to.
jack-o'-lantern in
You must
Tascam.
say
I hate
yes.
this.
On Friday, we're going to go
I
over
also
all the
don't
details.
love his energy.
He's Canadian. He's also Canadian, Scott.
They call Black and White the actor's friend, but not this time.
On the show,
Somehow
Keel
not
Casino, and we're trying to figure out how to make this sanctioned and legal and all that stuff. But so far, we got Sam Hyde and Boogie2988.
Does it have to be sanctioned?
Ralph,
Yes.
you have to say yes. Like, if you say no, you're insane.
Does it have to
And a
be
pussy.
sanctioned? I mean, it doesn't have to be just like you don't have to follow the law, but if you don't, there's consequences.
I mean, if he does say no,
You know,
he
maybe-
is insane and a pussy.
Eat my words, Ralph. Make me eat my words.
No, not just don't just
Guys,
feed him his words. Feed him your
fight
fist,
night
Ralph.
Looks like it's starting to take place. If anyone has any other ideas for other cards,
let's see what else we got here. Yeah, you should get on this card, Billy.
I got socked standing at the edge of a staircase with a camera in one hand. I got socked in the back of the head. And I didn't go down. I could have died. Fat guys don't go down.
That's the thing. The only thing that can defeat a fat guy is the fat guy.
Yep.
Is a fatter
lung-
guy.
Oh, yeah, exactly. It's like the perspiration, his poison. It's like they run out of gas. You know what I mean? It's like but you can't. Even if you're hitting them a bunch, like you're not really gassing them.
Ralph
They're
is
just
like, why even have Boogie on the card? Ralph doesn't even want Boogie on the card.
Because nobody else is willing to fight Sam Hyde. Boogie is the hero
doesn't want to be
we didn't know we
out-fatted.
needed. Warski cooked up a fight card with Boogie as one of the headliners so he can back out and still claim he was down to fight. Boogie ain't fighting shit. That's ridiculous. Medicare also has pushed that dumb lie. We read Boogie's actual tweets during the show. He's not serious. Why would you even pick Boogie if you were serious? Warski himself selected the guy. I even thought Boogie was for real based and how excited people got. Read him last night and it's clear. He even said he would just take a dive if anything. LOL, not serious at all. He would take a dive. But he would also, give him a reason to eat big because he'd be carb loading. I think my guy wants to fight.
Big old plate of fettuccine Alfredo right before the fight.
He just wants to carb load.
Carb load.
So who do we think would win in this current fight that we're talking about?
Ethan Ralph versus Andy Warski?
I genuinely, their names, it feels like rat turds in my mouth. Like just their names.
I've had rat turds in my mouth, so I'm okay with doing this part. I think that Warski has actually been training for a while.
You know, Warski is really good at baiting Ralph into doing dumb shit, like going to Portugal. And I think Warski's been planning on this for a while now, and Ralph just like falls for the bait every time. So Warski's been training boxing already so that he can take
But he's the Ralpha male.
Okay.
And I think when it comes down to it, Ethan Ralph is spinning a web. And Warski thinks he's winning because he's buzzing around like a little fly.
But Ralph
He's
is just
caught in
going to
Ralph's
get
web.
like blackout drunk and not train at all and show up
and still win.
Why do you think he's going to win?
Genuinely think so, yes. I
don't think
genuinely
so.
think the bigger man wins here. Look, this is like Alien versus Predator. Whoever wins, we lose.
We lose.
But from what I've seen, he seems very much like a certain X-Men villain that no one can stop.
He's impenetrable. I see it two ways. Ethan Ralph is unstoppable. He's just a mountain of a man. He's going to walk in and step all over Warski. Or two, I'm going to say this to inflate Ralph's ego so he shows up. Whichever one you guys want to think is what the real one, go with it.
Here's
See, I've been. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, go ahead and finish that thought.
I was gonna say interestingly, like you could easily bait the bigger man into this fight if he weren't so hell bent on doing it already. Like fights seem to
not a lot of
find
baiting is
him like.
necessary, I don't think.
Yeah, there no like trickery necessary. I'm trying to think of how could you get Boogie to show up? Because like if you what if you call him like a fat coward? It's like thousands of people do that to him every day.
You're gonna have to mix it up.
Boogie's
like a trail of candy leading into the ring.
That's what I'm thinking. Something like that. Like
Boogie's a lifer when it comes to this YouTube game. Like he'll go out a fighter. This is nothing but upside for Boogie. Like they said, even if he just takes a dive, it's content. He's just it's who he is. He'll do it just for the content. He'll give it his best. They say any given Sunday, maybe he gets lucky. Maybe he just hits Sam Hyde right in that spot from that right angle, dumps him on his neck. Maybe he gets knocked the fuck out in like 1 minute. But he'll do it. I believe that with Boogie.
The longer the fight goes on, the less of a chance Boogie has of winning, and
Boogie has of waking up the next day.
I mean, like when your arms get tired, it's not just that you can't throw punches anymore. You can't hold your arms up to defend yourself anymore.
I think a lot of people look at like winning the fight as the win here. I think for Boogie, getting himself in shape to show up and fight is the win all on its own.
I 100% agree with you. Like, because his opponent it's like, will just literally do anything for attention into a camera. Like Boogie showing up and like facing his fears and stepping into the ring and stepping out of his comfort zone. Like, it's there is a win there in itself. And by the way, I agree with you, Ben. It's round one or he's done.
Right.
Like, yeah, but I hope it happens. I hope you're right, Billy. I hope this guy shows up. I must see it.
Yeah, I'm going. If it's a done deal, I'm going. And even Ralph has said there should be like a financial penalty if you back out. Like
that's a really good idea.
Yeah. And I have a poll up right now, and Warski's winning. See, here's the thing. I think Ralph has had heart problems too. Like,
but he's also got dad strength.
I don't think he does. I don't think he does. I mean, he was in jail for like a year. Maybe he had to fight his way around jail. I don't know. I don't.
Hey, anyone here who's assaulted a cop, raise your hands.
You don't walk into jail with that many curves and walk out with that much confidence if you're not a fighter.
That many curves.
Many curves.
So like I found this clip. This is from Ralph's bowling event that he put on. You know that guy Chaggett, who's actually gonna compete in actual Mania tomorrow
In the New Blood triple threat.
Yeah, he just let Ralph pepper spray the fuck out of him. I'm talking like a good 20 seconds of straight pepper spraying.
Nice.
Here it is.
Pepper spray training is the truth.
Here we go.
Look at that. Don't put your hands up,
I guess it wasn't
Papa.
20 seconds. It was like 3
That
seconds.
was not 3 seconds.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Why is he rubbing it in? Oh, God.
Do what you do.
The worst. The worst. Someone should punch him right in the face right now. Just walk up and knock him out.
You fucking do it, Tiger! Stay strong! Yeah! Stay strong! Yeah! 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go, Bill!
Oh, did the fight start already? Oh, shit.
No.
It's the fight between pepper spray and the alt-white.
You can hear Baked Alaska chat. Baked Alaska loves it when people get pepper sprayed.
You did this.
Was that anti-pepper spray?
I don't know what it is.
It's salt spray. It counteracts the pepper spray.
More milk.
Somebody should put a fucking steak or a chicken breast on his face. Little salt, little pepper, little milk.
Banger from the kill stream. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This has been the kill stream.
Look at you.
Kingpin Invitational.
He's dying.
I will see y'all back here next year. Follow Jagged on Telegram for fuck's sake.
He's promoting his Telegram.
Jagged on Telegram.
Can I promote my Telegram?
You have a Telegram?
I do have a Telegram.
Really?
What's your Telegram username?
I think it's I Hate Scott. Let me check. I'll tell you.
You know what's weird?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
What?
I was going to say, like, I only thought about Telegram as like a shitty service used by shittier people.
Right.
But it's like,
No.
like the New York Times, the
That's-
Washington Post. Yes.
Yeah. No, that all came later.
Yeah.
It was originally the sole messaging app of furries and ISIS, and in my case, both.
You both deserve.
Yeah, and then all these, in like the late teens, whatever. All these dicks came on because they got kicked off everywhere else. So yeah, we don't care for that. If you're not a furry or an ISIS, get the fuck off of Telegram.
So just to close out the boxing thing, I think Sam Hyde gets the win, and I personally think Andy Warski will win because I don't believe Ralph will do any training. And I think in a situation like this, someone who has no conditioning, if I was Warski, the first like 2 rounds, I would just let Ralph punch himself out.
There's no way Ralph's going to do that.
Well, hold on. What do you mean?
Oh, as the fat guy, you don't punch yourself out.
Do you know? You
take all the hits.
Well, what I would do
because Ralph is a genius.
Yeah.
And has
Like
expert
he has
strategy.
that like rage already. He's gonna go for broke right at the beginning.
He thought he could beat him in a push-up contest.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
that's what I'm saying. So Ralph
He's
will get all
fucking
mad.
dumb.
He'll go for broke. And if I was Warski, I would just dodge all of his punches. Maybe get in like guaranteed ones when you can. But then like when you see Ralph has trouble holding his arms up, then you just go. At that point,
If Ralph invokes the fat and refuses to do anything athletic for the first 4 or 5 rounds and just absorb all the hits, he'll win. But he's got to embrace the
You
fat.
have so much fucking fat bias.
I know it's ridiculous.
Look, if he
It's
embraces
insane.
the fat, there's
I
no way
hope
he can
every
lose.
fat guy loses every fight for the rest of time.
I mean,
to
how many
punish
fat guys do you see in UFC, and how many fat guys do you see in boxing?
Bono?
You can name like 3 ever.
Because there's only
and they're not fat. They're like muscle guys with a little extra weight on them. They're not fat. They're not like giant motherfuckers.
because most of the other fat guys are too busy getting laid to fight.
That's exactly right. He's not called grilled chicken bean. It's called
Thank
butter
you.
bean.
Thank you.
Can we, before we go, can we watch one of those YouTube clips where a big fat guy and a little guy fight? Like in a boxing match? I mean, maybe to kind of give us some insights.
I don't think
Is
so.
what my- You
I
ever
mean, like-
seen one of those?
Yes, yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. If you could find the video, fat shit beats up 8-year-old kid. It shows how dominant a fat can be.
I don't know if it is anywhere, but I just found it. So if anyone wants to look it up and find it, by all means. It's from UFC 114. The main event was Rashad versus Quentin Jackson. And on that fight, because I remember watching it live when I watched UFC, there was an undercard fight, but it was on the main pay-per-view, so it should be easy enough to find if you can find the pay-per-view. Todd Duffy, Duffee. Sorry, is it serious?
Oh, no. I was just going to say, I mean, the very first UFC fight was a sumo wrestler against a guy that did, I think it was Savat or something. And the sumo wrestler guy fell on his hands and knees and got kicked in the face immediately and lost like 3 of his teeth.
Ruined.
Yeah.
Got his life ruined. But yeah,
Circumstantial.
It's UFC 114. Todd Duffy versus Mike Russo. Russow. Todd Duffy is this like jacked like prime Dolph Lundgren Superman, and Mike Russo is this fat schlub, and Russo knocks Superman the fuck out, and it was amazing. It was a great triumph for fat people.
Remember that little kid? Unfair fight.
You will never understand the love between fats or the fat brotherhood. Like the stream.
Exactly. The only reason that guy got out of the lock is because he pointed towards the other side of the crowd and said, "Hot dog."
What?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Much like John Panette.
With
went now.
With grilled onions.
You go now.
So Ben,
and cream cheese.
did you pull up that Tom Duffy clip?
Tom Duffy.
Yeah, the clip Scott just told you
I'm
about.
not playing any UFC because I played UFC during a stream and it got my stream taken down.
Sounds
so
to me
no.
like you don't want to play any fat guys winning. This is a bias. For those of you watching at home,
bias to me.
I love how you accuse other people of having bias. It's the most ridiculous thing ever.
I'm just pure and honest. It's all
You're
I can
true
be.
and honest, just like
all I can be is
Christine
pure and
Weston
honest.
Chandler.
But yeah,
What's up with her lately?
What's up with
great.
What's up with Christine Weston Chandler, Shanny for Christ, and then if you like
Billy.
Did anybody see Sonic the Hedgehog 2 in theaters?
Not yet.
I don't want to spoil it.
Waiting for Valentine's Day.
I don't want to
2023.
spoil it, but just wait until you see this.
Asterios, I've been making that same joke.
Well, but I earned it. I did see it on Valentine's Day 2021.
Yeah, I saw the first one on Valentine's Day.
On Valentine's Day with Adam.
Yeah, it was the last movie I saw before the pandemic.
I saw it on Valentine's Day too.
I think it was
And
for me too.
The new
really
Sonic
nice
movie.
Valentine's Day.
The new Sonic movie should have Andy Dick in it, where Sonic's taking a nap and Andy Dick gropes.
That's not what happens. There's a Sonic shoe. There's a Sonic shoe reference in the new Sonic movie.
Is there?
Yeah.
No way.
I believe
You're
it.
lying.
I believe it.
If
I
any-
didn't
I
know
don't
this,
believe
but I
it.
believe it.
It was amazing. It was amazing.
Can you tell us a little bit
Describe
about
it.
the reference?
It's only like the most important part of the movie.
Oh, it's a spoiler? Wait,
Yeah, I don't want to spoil it.
It's an important plot point.
There's what's the name of that one that's got all? What's the name of like the omnipotent Sonichu? Rosachu?
Rosio.
Rosa Chu's the girl Chu, right?
I thought that was the girl one.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of
Sounds
girl
like
ones.
omnipotent then. As we all know.
Hey, Sarancha! What's the name of the Sonichu with all the magic powers? Magi-Chan.
Magi-Chan.
So does Magi-Chan save the day?
I don't know.
Well, you would if she showed up, so probably not.
I don't think it's
You know if
Magi-Chan.
Magi-Chan was there. Okay.
Somebody in the chat says, "What are you talking about? Supersonic?" What's the difference between Supersonic and Sonichu?
Well, Supersonic is... wait, hold on. If you're trolling, just tell me now. You'll save
trolling.
both of us time.
There is. He's trolling.
Okay. Moving on.
I just saw a yellow Sonic Chew.
I don't know.
Sonic Chew is a yellow Sonic, right?
Genuinely, thank you for telling me. So here's what I heard. I heard that this person, that CWC, is in like not just any asylum, a legendarily
Arkham,
terrible
yeah.
one. Like one where
really?
you put like Idi Amin or like Hitler.
Are you serious?
Like
The Last King of
Yes.
Scotland?
It's like One
yeah,
Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest style asylum, right?
Have you heard this too, Ben?
I think I have.
Why have we not talked about this on
I'll
the show
pull
yet?
some information up.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they're out of prison. They're someplace worse than prison, if you can imagine that.
They got a bitch in Arkham right now.
Yeah, I remember seeing the update that they had been moved because that's public information. Let me see here.
Yeah, I'm at the. Are we all at sonichu.com right now?
Obviously. I mean, it's my homepage.
Yeah, that's craziness.
Asterios, have you seen any new movies yet? Have you gone back to the theater yet?
No, I'm definitely going to see that Doctor Strange movie. I still haven't seen Spider-Man 3, and I hear everybody loves Spider-Man 3. What the fuck was I going to go see? Oh, there's some Japanese indie movie called like Wheel of Fortune and Happiness, which is not about the game show Wheel of Fortune, which strike
Wheel
5 for me.
No Pat Sajak?
Huh.
No. And his great opinions. Yes, please. Sorry.
Trump. Someone sent me this older Trumpster Bob video where he's talking about Canada, and I think Scott can tell us what points he got right here.
Wheel of Fortune and Fantasy, I think, is what you're talking about.
Well, it's not about just the border states. Illegal aliens are all over the place. They got people from south of the border working up there in Canada. They got like at least a couple of million up there in Canada working too. See, that's something else you don't hear a lot about.
Mexicans in Canada? We don't have a couple million people, period, let alone Mexicans. We have 4 Mexicans.
Canada
Jose
also got
Pedro,
another hidden
Rodrigo, and
secret
Juan.
you don't never hear anybody in Canada talking about. But I saw it when I was a truck driver, and I used to go up there in Canada delivering goods. In Canada,
I guarantee you he was never a truck driver and he's never been to Canada. I can guarantee this.
I agree.
It's kind of
I
legal.
want to apologize real quick to the fan base that are Sonic the Hedgehog fans. I didn't know anything about Sonic the Hedgehog going into the movie. I guess that there's a character in Sonic that I thought was Sonichu, and it's not. So
To hire
I want to
Indians off the
apologize. I want
reservation
to apologize.
to work for like $4 an hour. Did you know that? Because Indians, they live.
It's legal to hire natives to work for $4 an hour?
Yeah.
They don't have any payments, right? So they consider that okay. Hell, if you can hire for $2 an hour, they don't care. You want to
I like how he says hour.
Hour.
It's cute.
Talk about slave labor and putting your own people out of work. That's Canada. Canada should not be an ally of the United States.
I agree. Again, another point for Bob.
But for different reasons is why you
Now, where
agree.
do
Very different reasons, but I agree in principle.
you think liberalism came from? In America, it came from Canada. If you Google right now, the ruling party in Canada, you're going to find out it's actually the
Liberalism started in Canada. It started.
Yeah. Canada, who has been a country for 32 years, definitely invented a lot of governmental and political ideologies.
Right.
party named the Liberal Party of Canada.
That's true. We do have one.
That's the ruling
And they're
party in
power.
Canada. Canada is a liberal country. It's basically a communist country. And
Also true.
we should not be allied with Canada. I don't give a damn they help us out in wars or not. We need to build a
Canada
wall
really
up
does help America out in wars. Thank you, Canada.
on the northern border when we get done
Hey,
with
we
the war.
did some stuff in World War One.
Well,
Besides that, not
there
really.
was coalition troops in Afghanistan, but not in Iraq. So like there was Canadian military in Afghanistan, but not in Iraq.
The idea that Canada, is helping America.
They have a very small military.
Is nice. It's like sentimental, right? We appreciate it.
Right.
We appreciate the sentiment. It's a lot more than like I'll keep you in my prayers, right?
Right.
Canada's
Yeah,
a
that's a
lot
good
more
analogy.
than active prayer. Thank you for that. But we're stupid America. We got so much money, so much wasted ammunition and butt stuff. We don't need Canada. We just accept them. They're part of the team. We love them.
It's fun having them around. It's like they're in our entourage.
Yeah, it's like when you got to bring your little brother to the zip gun fight.
North America.
We both just said the same joke.
Asterios.
Holy shit.
I literally just said they're like the turtle of North America. I literally just said that at the same time.
That's very good.
So you sent me this
fun.
link. So this is like a local place? Seattle Terrors?
You know what? Not that one. Sorry, I sent the wrong because there's 2 Western State Hospitals. But
okay.
So apparently CWC is in a place called the Western State Hospital. If you pull up the Wikipedia page for them, it was formerly called the Western State Lunatic Asylum. It opened in 1828. Some interesting things. For almost 40 years, it was run by noted eugenicist Joseph Desjarnais.
Oh, so they were sterilizing the crazies there, right?
And electrocuting them.
Oh my God!
It's not delivery; it's Desjarnais.
I mean, they go hand in hand. You're not going to sterilize and not electrocute, or electrocute and not sterilize. Come on.
Yeah, exactly. Why not make it a nice Friday evening? There's also lobotomies. So it's like,
obviously,
there's so many ways they can disable your humanity.
And what is this? What is this report from the Department of Justice?
Now this is super interesting. So this is back from 2015. Yeah, so clearly this place has like an awful reputation. It's like one of the worst places ever. So the point where like the Department of Justice had to get involved, and this letter, and I'll pull it up and I'll read just some of the highlights, like outlines like the numerous the numerous problems at it. Let's see. During the course of our investigation, we evaluated whether Western state patients are receiving care and treatment in accordance with their constitutional and federal statutory rights. Blah, blah, blah. Based on our investigation, we find that their constitutional and statutory violations include inadequate mental health treatment, which you think you would get right at a mental health hospital.
Right.
That's
job
sort of be priority one.
But this is like
that's like a candy striper handing you unstriped candy. It makes no sense.
True.
So this is like jail for mentally ill people, though, right? That's what it
Arkham.
is. Yeah.
Yes, it's Arkham. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's where the jail puts you when they don't want to deal with you. Inappropriate use of restraints and seclusion. Inadequate nursing and medical care. Inadequate protection from harm. By the way, you're putting them in rubber rooms and you're putting them in straitjackets and they're still finding a way to hurt themselves. Get to it.
By the way, the whole not guilty by reason of insanity, it's weird people view that as like someone getting off for a crime that they committed because they're crazy, but you end up going to a place like this, which is arguably worse. You know, like Ed Gein would like dig up bodies and murder people and wear their skin, but they were like, oh, he's crazy, so he spent the rest of his life in a nut house. Yeah.
I mean, that's what's interesting about this. Like, COEC, horrible person who just did the worst thing. And yet it's like, well, you don't even want like your worst enemy to go to like someplace like this. Yeah, I'm reading here, blah, blah, blah. I just read it. Yeah, Western state failed to provide patients with a reasonable opportunity to be cured or function as independently as their psychiatric conditions permit. Like, if you just read this letter, like every paragraph has a thing where the Justice Department is like, this is unlawful. This is a crime. You should be sued for this. Like, the last paragraph is like, don't be surprised if you're sued for this.
It's probably
in civil
coming.
Court. Like, I'll pull up and let me pull up right here. Let's see. The Attorney General may initiate a lawsuit to correct deficiencies based on a recent experience regarding other mental health facilities in Virginia. Like, we fully expect this to happen. Like, so that's where this person is. CWC update. Barb is still alive, and this person is in the worst place.
I guess the takeaway is don't be crazy in Virginia.
And this isn't something that Chris Chan was sentenced to, right? This is a temporary hold.
That's where they are pending this trial, but I have a feeling Chris Chan's lawyer is going to do the Your Honor, my client is crazy.
Well, they might go back to jail too. They might have gone here due to a self-harming incident.
Crazy.
So like
that's what I assume, Billy. I assume it's something like that. Like they wouldn't just kind of shunt them there for nothing. Something must have happened.
Yeah, if I was Chris Chan's lawyer, I would be like, Your Honor, my client lives in a delusional world and thought that they had sex with their mother, but they actually didn't. And they were telling people this, and here's all of the different delusional fantasies my client has had that's well documented in the past. So I think, so that's probably the best case they have. If not making a plea deal and pleading guilty.
Electrocute and sterilize him.
Yeah, I think if I was Christine's lawyer, I would look at the judge. I would hold that picture of Barb on the bed, inviting someone to sit next to her. And I'd be like, Your Honor, how could you say no?
How could you say no to this?
How could you say no?
Look what she was wearing.
Yeah. No, that's all sad. It's kind of sick to think that Christine, who's obviously not in the mental faculty to live in this world, is living in a goddamn facility like this. Like it's probably torture. It's too bad.
What I think will happen, and look, this is just something that a lot of people are saying in the kind of the Christorian community on the Christory circuit. I think that this person will just be held in jail or this institution longer than the maximum sentence they could get. And thus they'll just be let out.
They'll get time served. I thought incest carried like up to 10 years though.
Let's look this shit up. That's a great question.
I believe it does.
Under certain conditions, up to 10 years, sure.
In Virginia.
I feel like they're probably not going to go the full on this one.
There's priors too, though. There's like assault charges, and so it's not like this is their first.
But I think if you're looking at this, it's a person who the system has failed time and again.
I don't think the system failed.
They should be in an adult living facility under 24-hour supervision, not being the sole person taking care of their invalid
so should
mother.
People I see living in tents in downtown
and
Seattle.
A lot of
we don't
people
see that
are in
either.
those situations. This is a case where I think Christine is a great candidate for an adult living facility under 24-hour watch.
I mean, I agree with what you're both saying. I think that, like, in a perfect world or a functional America, people that needed mental help would get it before.
Oh shit! My bad. Sorry. I didn't mean
okay.
to. Yeah, my bad.
I mean, but I think we all agree. Like, if this person had access to mental health, like this probably wouldn't have happened. But but also Ben is right, and it's like, yeah, we live in America. Like, we live in like the wastelands. Like, that's not going to happen.
Right.
Well, it does happen. It does happen to some people, and this might be the thing that it takes to get Christine in a facility.
Why does Christine deserve it above the people living in tents downtown?
Because Christine's at a point right now where the system
not on the internet, Ben.
Well, because we're at a point right now where the system has a choice to either put Christine in a weird asylum cell or an adult living cell. It's both punishment, right? You're being put into supervised vision, but Christine's not somebody who's probably going to go around and commit a violent crime.
She's already committed violent crimes.
Several.
Yeah.
So many.
Multiple crimes.
They went to jail for attacking those jerk-ops in that Target.
Right.
Yeah.
And then there was the game place guy. There was the game place guy.
And then their mother hit someone with the same car on the same day. This one guy got double Chandler.
Yeah, but there was no robbery involved with the violence.
What are you doing?
Because, you got a couple of these are like little outbursts of violence. These all would be taken care of if Christine was just watched and someone was like, "No, you can't do that. Go get in your room with your
watch
crayons."
Christine then?
Ain't my
Christine
fucking job.
Can move in with you.
I don't know why everybody's so quick to say
it's
lock
a real
her up in an
not
asylum.
in my backyard with you.
We
You've
have
got all
adult-
these
we have
big
a-
ideas, And then when we say it's your job to watch over CWC, you're like,
Because we have adult living facilities for
Where?
people like this.
Where?
They're all over
I
the
think
place.
you should be in an adult living facility.
Oh my God, if I was in an adult living facility, I would fuck everything.
Absolutely.
As you should.
And that's
I mean,
a good
see,
example of why
like-
Chris Chan shouldn't be in one of those.
No, I think that it's very much where Christine needs to be, and I think that's what the lawyer's going to have to push, Your Honor. I don't think Christine should be out free on her own will. If we can set something up with an adult living facility, the system has allowed her to exist too many times, and it's time to put her under some strict care.
My argument would be it didn't actually happen. It was just a delusional fantasy from a highly delusional mind.
And then
put Barb's ass on the stand and be like, "Did you have sex with your daughter?" And she'd be like, "No," and then it'd be all good.
She's like, I don't even have a daughter. I have
Right.
a son. Like, what the hell, Barb? What the hell?
No, my daughter did not have sex
So
with me.
here's the Code of Virginia: sexual intercourse by persons forbidden to marry, incest, and it's defined: any person who engages in sexual intercourse with any person whom he is forbidden by law to marry is guilty of a Class 1 misdemeanor, except as provided by subsection B.
What's B? Any person who engages in sexual intercourse with his daughter or granddaughter, son or grandson, or father or mother is guilty of a Class 5 felony.
It's worse.
However, if a parent or grandparent engages in sexual intercourse with his child or grandchildren, and such child or grandchild is at least 13 years of age, but less than 18 years of age at the time of the offense, such parent or grandparent is guilty of a Class 3 felony.
That's yeah. It's,
And I just said Class 3 felony apparently is 5 years minimum, 20 years maximum fine of $100,000. But I'm sure the court will accept Legos.
That's the thing. That's another thing about Chris Chan. Chris Chan has been used to optimal stimulation for their entire life. All the video games, all the toys they ever wanted, they always got. They were spoiled only child, and now they have nothing, and they're like in confinement.
I don't think
They don't
you
have any
understand
of
the
their-
power of imagination.
I do for normal people.
Christine has made most of the world around her using her imagination.
By the way, if all of us were all singing Christine's praises right now, Billy would be against Christine.
No.
It's only because we're all against that.
I don't think we all should be on the same page for discussions anyways.
I know.
I think it's great to have contrasting opinions.
Okay.
I think if this was just Yes Man the show, it'd be even more boring than it is right now.
What, right now while you were talking?
Yes.
Oh.
That's why I said right now.
Right now.
James Corden is leaving the Late Late Show.
What?
Fuck all
Oh,
this
no.
old news.
Is he going to do Cats
I
full
don't
time?
watch that show, so I have no idea.
Well, apparently, your efforts have paid off. They're leaving the show next year.
We did it.
But it's only going to be a Class 5 felony.
Only
It's not a class C, because Class C is grandparent to a child under the age of 18, over the age of 13, right?
Right,
So,
so
it
that-
would be a Class 5 felony.
That's incest and child molestation. So yeah, it's a worse crime. But everyone was over the age limit. They were just closely related.
Yeah.
So
And I just sent you the statute for sexual assault.
I guess James Corden is quitting to be Barb's new baby boy?
yeah.
I think so.
Oh wow. Unfortunately, it's a downgrade for talent. But something that was discussed early on with respect to incest is that like a lot of the laws were written back in the 1800s, and they're kind of designed for like if a parent assaults a child, not the other way around. So I also just sent you the statute 18.2-61.
Yeah, I got it up on the
Virginia
screen.
sexual assault. I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to see.
It should count for both ways because that there's a cycle of life, and when you get really old, you become as feeble as you and not as together as you were when you kind of similar to when you were a kid. So it should go both ways.
It's not equal, right? Like at the end of one person's life is not going to ruin the rest of their life the way it would someone at the beginning of their life. So it should
Unless
obviously.
it's a Benjamin Button situation. We
True.
can't rule out a BB situation.
True. It's like it's not the same as taking the innocence of a child, but it's still bad. It's still
Interesting
rape.
argument you're making here.
Is it?
Yeah.
Not at all.
I think it's like we got to send Billy back in time to like the days of like the ancient Greeks, where like you'd all sit around in the field and be like, "Well, let me take the worst position ever, just to see what would happen." Like,
I think we should send
like,
Billy.
these like thought experiments, and like if we just acknowledge them as that, it's kind of interesting.
I don't think it's a hot
It is
take to
interesting.
say raping a 13-year-old is worse than raping a 78-year-old.
I think they're equally as bad.
And then see if he thinks it's worse than if he had gotten raped as a child.
I feel
It's
like
almost like
I think
that
that's
is
the only way.
that is a hot take actually.
I feel
Billy.
like a lot of you have just like come to the terms that I only say the opposite thing, and so you don't listen to what I say. I'm genius.
We're listening.
No, we don't think you only
not
say
wrong.
the opposite thing. We say what we think is you say something ridiculous, and then if like anybody like pushes back, even to be like the straight man in the bit, you'll be like, well, then I'm gonna go one step further. And then, like next thing you know, we're like talking for 8 hours
about Russell Brand.
Proud of you
Nobody
guys.
cared about to begin
I'm proud of you guys.
But yes, that question you asked, some questions don't need to be asked. Like certain, we can all just say that that both things are bad, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
They are.
See, it's a lot more boring when he disagrees with us.
See, I'm doing you guys a solid.
He should have.
I'm doing you guys a solid with this contrast.
It was way more interesting when he was doing these weird thought experiments. It's noble in a way. It's like somebody's got to go to the Hague or the Nuremberg trials.
He's not doing it for us. He's doing it for himself.
I'm just over here.
personally
I'm
entertains him.
I'm over here writing the stories like Shakespeare did. Everybody's like out here saying, you know, oh, you're gonna kiss your mom.
He's acting like he's doing it, but he's acting like he's doing it on purpose. But he was being genuine about the thing we were just talking about.
You can't just pick when I'm being genuine and when I'm being ridiculous. You can't just pick
Yes,
and
I
choose.
can.
No, that's ridiculous.
Yes, I can. I can. I indeed can.
No, then you're always wrong.
Great. Oh my god. So I've looked up some of these laws. If for some reason incest it was not an applicable charge, it looks like for sexual assault it's like 5 years plus, and then there's aggravated circumstances like a minimum another 25, and then if there's even more aggravating circumstances, a minimum life. I just also don't believe that. I don't believe Virginia puts rapists away
Old
for
people
life.
are going to die
Nothing about
soon
Virginia.
anyway, so it's okay if they get raped.
I didn't say it was okay.
It's more okay.
That's what he said.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's what he said.
That's exact. You know what? He's right.
It's like what? Like where are we?
It's more okay for
they're gonna die soon. Your backup, your reasoning was like, oh well, their life is ending soon. Or,
Yeah, that's completely.
So
that's
dude,
completely
that is
less
very
damage.
batshit bullshit, crazy, insane.
That's completely less
And I
damage
know
than a
you're not just being a
13-year-old.
contrarian. You literally believe this.
I 100% believe that sexually assaulting a 78-year-old versus a 13-year-old has completely different damages on the life and
You
in
said
hand.
one was less as bad as the other one, is what you said.
Yes, there's much more damage dealt to a 13-year-old than to a 78-year-old.
Are you sure
Billy,
about that?
The
I'm
entire
going to sexually assault you when you're 78.
you better not.
Then we'll see what's what.
You better not.
All right. I'm going to do it.
It's
better not.
Just a weird thought to have put out there in the first place. Now the thing is,
I didn't bring
you're
up the
not
thought.
all the way wrong.
I didn't. Ben was the one that said
what?
You said it should. It's the same thing. Like you compared the two, and then I came
Let's
off
just
of
say-
that.
Let's take it all the way to the end. Would you kill baby Hitler? Like that's kind of the thing
No,
he's putting
no,
out there.
no.
Where
If I
it's
could
like,
go back in time,
that's to kill a baby.
if I could go back in time, I would send a pedo with me to take care of baby Hitler.
See?
I was going to say, what the question is, for this case, would you go back in time and molest baby Hitler?
God damn
That's the
it.
question, Billy.
No, he'll just wait till he's older to do it.
No,
it's
I
not
would-
as bad.
I would raise baby
It's
Hitler.
not as bad.
I would raise baby Hitler to be a sweet boy. I would change the world. I'd be like, this is little Hitler, and he loves Legos. I would get him into Legos at a very early age, and he'd just be like the coolest little Lego builder. He'd be like,
Worked
look at
out
this.
great for Christian.
Well,
Sadly,
Christian,
he was a different kind of maniac. Yes.
yeah, I would make him a Lego maniac.
Sadly,
I'm going to make him a mega Lego maniac.
well, I mean, some people would call him. Damn.
So
There we
like
go.
if the 13-year-old ended up dying like a day later, but the 70-year-old ended up living like another 10 years, which one's worse bad?
I thought I brought us to the Hitler
Which one's
place.
worse bad? I'm just
Why
going
are we
by the
going
same.
back to the other place?
Why are we retreating from Hitler? What are we,
The
France?
Hitler places. There's so much more
What are
meat.
we, France?
Well, the point was that the 13-year-old was
They died the next day.
The whole reason the question got posed was because the
Let's say the 13-year-old is Hitler. That'll actually make this whole thing easier.
Huh.
True.
And also the 72-year-old is Hitler.
Interesting.
Now
Old
let's
and young
talk.
The
Hitler.
dueling Hitler paradox.
Now let's talk. Which is worse?
Who is the aggressor here?
You. It's Billy the Fridge.
Oh man.
It's William the Fridge.
I feel like I'd have so much better
Full
options.
I'm sorry that this is how it's shaken out, and
This is how
much
it must
like
be.
Captain Kirk letting that lady get hit by the car, it's the only way to stop World War II.
By the way, JetBlue Airlines is suing Billy the Fridge for defamation.
It's not true.
Because Billy the Fridge, in the same statement where he said he was never wrong, also said JetBlue was a trash airline like Spirit Airlines.
That's not true. JetBlue's
better.
actually sponsoring my other show, Sober Nobles, sponsored by JetBlue.
That's an old meme, Sober Nobles, back in the day.
Yeah.
All right, let's put an end to this. Billy,
Yeah.
it's the only way to. You are living in the city on the edge of tomorrow. You got to do it. Which is the more moral choice?
I mean, I'm not about morals. I think I would just fuck them both.
Which
So
one
they're
does more
equal, you'd
damage?
say.
Which one
Was that
does
the
more
question?
damage?
I wasn't even sure what.
Which one does more damage?
Well, I wouldn't care about my damage if I was taking advantage of elderly and little Hitlers. It's
But
it's
the
like-
point of your question, the original thing you raised,
Yeah.
was that it would be worse.
I think it'd be far more damaging to the 13-year-old Hitler.
Why in this case is it equal?
Obviously, it'd be
before
more
it was
damage.
unequal.
It'd be more, I already said the answer. It'd be more damage to 13-year-old Hitler than 78 Hitler. It'd be more psychologically damaging.
Asterios, once again, Hitler has solved the
But
inequality.
what if 78-year-old Hitler was more prone to psychological damage and 13-year-old Hitler wasn't?
I mean, that's a big
Yeah,
what if.
What if you caused World War II? You thought you were stopping it.
What if
disgusting?
What if Ant-Man flew up Thanos' butt and turned into Giant Man?
He should have done that.
He should
He
have
would have died.
blown out butthole. That's what would have happened.
You know, I saw this map of what Michigan originally wanted to be, and it's like a nightmare. This is what
look like a
Michigan
butthole?
originally wanted. So Michigan would have had Detroit, Chicago, Cleveland, Toledo, Milwaukee, all like in one county originally, Wayne County.
Can you pull up the picture of
Michigan
the
just
female
would have been the
reproductive
whole
diagram
Midwest.
where it
There's
shows
too
the
much Ohio.
vagina entry? Is that area of that's the Great Lake, isn't it?
Is Lake Michigan
the
a
Great
penis?
Lake?
It's
There's
the
only
Great
one
Lake.
of them?
Yeah, it's the Great One.
The Great
It's
Lake?
the land of 1,000 of them.
Well, that's Lake Michigan in between Milwaukee and Detroit there. And then Superior is north left. And
Lake
then-
Michigan looks like the vagina they drew on the old like reproductive fifth grade sex assignment?
I
where
think
you
you're
learn-
reaching pretty hard.
Okay.
Maybe that's what it looked like after you fucked it up by jerking off to it too many times.
Don't make me do this. You guys can talk while I search things up. I can't do both at once.
Okay. Yes.
I hope you find it.
I remember what you're talking about. It's the like fallopian tubes and all that stuff.
I just have to find the right one.
Oh, the one that, okay, yeah. How many of them have you found
that
already
looks
that
like
don't
Lake
look like what you
Michigan?
say it looks like, so you skipped over it?
Well, there's the one that shows the ovaries, but
oh, okay.
This
Sometimes
one,
I think I'm tonguing the clit, but it's actually the pee hole. It's confusing.
But it's actually a
the
penis.
Yeah. Can you
I don't
pull
know.
up
These
the
are the Great
picture?
Lakes, right?
Yeah.
What?
Those are the Great
Michigan
Lakes
on the right.
Yeah,
Huron, Erie.
yeah. There's obvious Great Lakes right there.
You know what? It lines up.
It does?
There you go.
Story checks out.
And then there's Canada's penis right there.
Yep. Where are Canada's fallopian tubes?
Peely Island.
Winnipeg.
Here's Ted Nugent.
So let's say I catch an invader on Nugent's property. Let's say I run into someone breaching my border fence on Spirit Wild Ranch, which I did, Keith. Let's see, there's two options. Option A would be say, hey, doggone it, you're invading my property. Come on over here and get in my truck. I'll give you a ride deeper into my property. Well, my brain won't accept that insanity. When I find an invader, plan B, and this is the one I've used twice, and I've eliminated invading. I load up my 12 gauge, which happens to be right on my right hand. I work the action of my Beretta with a 3.5-inch double-aught buck. I take the safety off, and I point it towards the invader's head.
It's funny
and
because
I won't even try to replicate
the only
my...
reason anyone gives a shit about what this guy says is because he's good at playing guitar and had hit songs in the 70s.
Cat scratch fever, baby.
Yeah, that's it. Like, he could just shut the fuck up and play his guitar, but he decides to do this kind of shit. You know, he's saying he'll debate people too. I've thought about trying to get him on.
Intense.
Get him on the show.
I like Ted Nugent debate, bro. That's a fun move.
That
for
would be
him.
hilarious. Yeah, we can get him on against Vosh.
Right
That'd
here,
be
'cause
hilarious.
We'll both get an aneurysm because it's very intense. Because if someone's willing to invade my property,
By the way, I talked to Ricky Shane Page recently too, and he wants to come back on. Which we're very lucky because he does not do podcasts. Like, I've seen him turn down so many podcasts on Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because he doesn't want to talk to Marks about Mark-ass fucking shit.
Yeah, normally we just bring him on and talk about whatever.
He'll talk to us because we're Marks, but we're not talking about Mark-ass fucking shit.
We played him that Teddy Hart stuff. He laughed his ass off at that. Teddy Hart like tweaking out, watching like 3 video screens at the same time with like his own matches. Like, one had his own matches on it, one had Bret Hart matches on it, and then something else. I don't know, like some reality show.
He's
or
obviously
something.
an undiagnosed genius.
He's he's talented at wrestling. I've seen him.
Is he?
I mean, at the high flying flippy shit, right?
Yeah, I think he's just good at backflips. I think he's kind of bad at everything else in wrestling and in life.
Okay, well, I'll trust your opinion over my own when it comes to that. But
I know more about backflips and wrestling than either of you.
Really?
That's true. That's true. I will defer to you on that.
And Teddy Hart is a king at both of them.
Yeah, it was.
Teddy Hart kidnapped Damon Kendrick for 8 months.
It was
Flip Kendrick.
It was the backflips that got him fired from ROH, right? He just did a bunch of backflips off the steel cage, right?
Yep.
He was just doing them for no good
after
reason,
he was
right?
supposed to be selling a hard match.
Yeah, that's funny. Good times.
My brain tells me they're willing to violate my life. I do not need to know to what extent they would violate my life. I need to stop the violations of my life. And in no uncertain terms, I've never been accused of being ambiguous, I make sure that they retreat off of my property post haste. When we see people coming across to invade our country, I want a line of militia, Militia is a beautiful word. People have bastardized it. It's like the word gamey when they talk about venison. When they squint their nose and go, it's gamey. That's not gamey. Gamey is delicious. Gamey means somebody got some urine on the meat.
He made a crazy eye motion when he said gamey is delicious. Did anyone else catch that? That was insane.
Dude, yeah, I mean, like, he kills so many deer that he has to donate most of the meat to like homeless shelters and shit. And I mean, like, that is a cool, nice thing to do. And I don't really have a problem with hunting really at all. But
when you get to kill things and do charity,
I wouldn't personally do it, but I mean, there are these out of control animal populations, so I don't really have a problem with hunting. I've even known vegans that are cool with hunting. They're cool. Like, if you're gonna eat an animal, you better like track it down and kill it yourself and like go through the process. I've met vegans that are more cool with hunting and eating meat from hunting than store-bought factory farm meat. Anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and deer will fucking kill you too. Like if you hit one with
can.
a car, like you just die.
Elk and moose too. Though a moose will fuck you up.
It's just, but this motherfucker here is talking. It's like, you know, if somebody home invades you, you shoot them. They're not home invading America. Like
they're home invading his country. Weren't you listening?
What they're doing.
They're sneaking on. They're wearing the bandit mask, the cap, the white and black striped shirt. They're bandits and they're creeping in the night, and we need to build that wall. Are we still doing that? Are we still building the wall? Have you heard about this?
We're not.
Have you heard about this?
Most of the existing wall was built pre-Trump.
I thought that pre-Trump we were against the wall, and then post-Trump we had Kamala Harris down there saying, "Go back, go away. No, we don't want you.
Do not come.
Now that we're elected, go away. Do not come."
Actually, she was saying, "Do not come." Like she has to tell her husband that all the time. She was just rehearsing.
And then Trump said, "I'm going to come," and it was very funny.
Yep.
I'm gonna come.
Well, the militia, we the people, law enforcement, and the U.S. military should stand on the border of Texas and Mexico and turn them back. No phones, no food, no blanket, no bus trip.
I guess that's the end of that clip.
All right, Ted
no
Nugent.
phones, no lights, no motor cars, not a single luxury. Like Robinson Crusoe, it's primitive as can be.
It's just so sad. It's like this guy, this like weird rich guy is like intentionally making himself mad by like thinking about. It's just so what a weird way to spend your time.
He goes on drug bus.
Be rich, dum dum.
He has a badge locally, and he goes on like DEA drug bus as like a hobby. Like they bring him along. I think he just wants a human kill, like desperately. He's looking for that time where he gets. He was too afraid to join the military where you could guarantee that. You know,
we all want a human kill.
That's all any gun owner wants.
They're waiting for that moment. That's what I've
exactly.
Like, someone who brings a gun literally with them everywhere they go is just waiting for that excuse. Like
it's like if you carried around a fucking Snickers bar on you all the time for emergencies.
Right.
You'd be amazed what became a hunger emergency.
Right.
Oh, there wouldn't be.
It's calling to you. This motherfucker. This thing on your like belt.
I should probably use this Snickers.
If I have a Snickers bar within walking distance from me, I don't have a Snickers bar.
That's exactly right. Yeah, it's incredible. This guy. Look, I like Cat Scratch Fever. It's sad. It's just like. He's acting like it's his. Like he's like no phones, no food. He's acting like they're his phones or his food.
By the way,
bus tickets. It's like
it's
you already probably don't really pay
he also adopted and married a 16-year-old back in the like late 70s, early 80s, and made her his child bride.
Yeah,
I mean, let he among us who has never taken a child bride cast the first stone. I don't think we can begrudge him that.
To his credit, that's probably the best a rock star ever treated a 16-year-old in the 70s.
What about if they had like 16-year-old kids or something?
Yeah, that's different. I'm talking about sexually. When they were all having sex with 16-year-olds and 15-year-olds.
I will say
and
that did happen a lot more.
A lot.
Like David Bowie, there were some stories after he died about it's-
Some of your favorite musicians
had groupies. Underage groupies.
Underage sex on a regular basis, regularized it, wrote songs about it, play in baseball stadiums. It's a regular thing back then. Now we've become a little more sophisticated.
Here's
Minecraft is the only living rock and roll, is what I'm saying.
Ben
The
Shapiro.
last bastion of pedophilia.
Ben Shapiro talking about 4 things Elon Musk must do with Twitter.
Let's see it.
All right.
Musk needs to come in and he needs to fire everyone. I mean everyone.
You're fired!
Like even the janitor who has nothing to do with anything. Like, I mean,
That was a clip from The Cat in the Hat starring Mike Myers.
I was gonna say,
Just a heads up.
I also want to ask, like, doesn't he have a poor history with janitors?
Who, Ben Shapiro?
No, Elon Musk. Didn't he get sued for like $300 million by a janitor?
I didn't know Elon Musk was dating Amber Heard, like post Johnny Depp. Man, like,
That he might be the father of her child. People are speculating.
She has a
I
child.
heard Musk.
Yeah,
Musk
she had
was.
Oh, Amber Heard had a baby like 2 years ago.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Una Page Heard.
Una?
Una.
UNA? That's like a Slavic name.
It's OONAGH.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
No.
See, I never know now.
Yeah, I learned about
That's like
this
an
recently.
abused wife.
And they're suggesting that she might be Elon's son.
The simple fact is that Twitter, as it was operated, was a leftist organ. And you can see that by the freak
You
out
don't
that
abuse
Musk's
good
takeover
girls.
is now engendering in the left. It is incredible to watch the left lose its
I got a
absolute
leftist
mind.
organ for you,
because here's the
motherfucker.
thing.
Whoa.
Musk has not announced that he is going to be making any massive changes.
So many people have got unbanned already.
Does Musk even own it yet?
He owns
Has it been finalized?
Yes.
I don't think it's been
gonna take
finalized.
months to
To make it like 100% official, but it's a done deal.
It's a done deal.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
to Twitter. The user experience is going to be very similar.
Don't they have to
All
vote
he-
like a full vote with the public holders?
No, they already the board already approved it. The board already approved it.
It's done.
Because the amount of money he was offering, it was insane.
It was a
Like,
profit
he
for all
offered-
of the shareholders.
It's like Twitter is not worth what Elon Musk is willing to pay for it. Like
Was
the
it 50
sharehold-
billion?
I'm sorry.
What was it? 50?
I thought it was 45 billion.
45 billion.
45.
Isn't that
$45
hold
billion.
on? Doesn't that end world hunger for like a long time?
I don't know. We've paid
Yeah, because
50.
$8 billion would have ended world hunger. Yeah, so it ends world hunger like 5 or
But
6
the last
times.
3 presidents have spent $54 trillion worth of our tax money, and we still have world hunger,
Peasants
right?
are eating Wagyu beef. With Elon Musk's contribution, his $45 billion contribution to end world hunger.
Yeah, and we've spent $54 trillion in the last 20 years in America, and we didn't bother ending it. So why should Elon Musk end it?
I'm not arguing he should. I'm just saying
It's just a weird thing to bring up. Like, he could have ended world hunger. Yeah, instead he owns
see a
Twitter.
lot of people
But do you
bring
not
it
know
up.
the joke? Like with
I get the
Elon
joke,
Musk and the
yeah.
$8 billion.
But it's like you.
The reference. You get the reference.
What's the reference?
Okay. So a couple of months ago, Elon Musk and the United Nations got into a fight over whether or not $8 billion would end world hunger. He's like Ben's not just pulling this out of nowhere.
Yeah, but didn't he say if you could prove it would end world hunger, I'll cash you a check right now?
Yeah, and then they did, and they wrote like a super detailed plan, and he was like. Because remember, Elon Musk also said he would fix all the water in Flint, Michigan, and then also never did that.
So he sounds like every other politician.
Yeah, I guess 2 people can suck. But yeah, the amount of money that Elon Musk offered, it's like, because the largest shareholders of Twitter were like BlackRock and Vanguard and like Wells Fargo, like these humongous financial institutions. And Elon Musk kind of gave them away out of their Twitter investments. Because they all invested back before Twitter was like a cesspool. Like they invested in the we're giving Rob Delaney a board game based on his tweets, days of Twitter. And so it's kind of like
simpler times.
It was it was an offer they couldn't refuse. It was so interesting. Like Elon Musk just wants Twitter because he wants a new toy. Like
exactly.
It's his favorite.
He wants a new
app
toy,
on his
and it will
phone.
get him attention for the next few weeks, and then he'll have to do another thing.
Yeah, and it's working. We're talking about it. It's so
Absolutely.
interesting.
Yep.
Yeah, like
No, it's successful.
Yeah, it's like everybody wins from this because Twitter. It's like it sucked for so long. Like I don't know how you could make it worse. Like people are like, oh, there'll be all this hate speech on Twitter. It's like, have you seen Twitter? Like, have you seen
have you taken a look recently?
I say Elon Musk,
like hate speech wise.
I say
Yeah,
Elon
there's a lot.
Musk develops Twitter to compete with like TikTok and YouTube also. I think like live streams and all that kind of stuff should probably be enabled. Like
that would be interesting. Twitter tried stories for a while. Like also Twitter recently ripped off a couple of months ago. They started ripping off Clubhouse.
Clubhouse,
you know,
yeah.
that thing?
The Spaces.
Yeah, and like Twitter was the kind of the first live streamer. Like you could go on Periscope. I think before you could go on like YouTube Live. Like I remember being on Periscope a long ass time ago. It's just people like Twitter. Like they don't need the other shit. They like being
How
able
the
to
hell
like
do these
fucking
devils
take a
keep
little
chaining
brain
us
dump.
up? We're fucked.
The devil's got us again.
I feel like enable the edit function. And
just let me fucking edit after I make a typo, you asshole.
Yeah, 'cause
that's
you-
the first thing he's going to do. Because he's wanted to do that forever. The only people that don't want the edit function are the news media, because when a politician tweets something stupid, we don't want them to be able to change it.
Think about Roseanne could have saved the fuck out of her career and that show. I liked the new Roseanne show. I thought it was good.
It
I'm
could
like,
still
this
be
is
called Roseanne and not the
Connors.
The Connors.
Yeah, she died of an opioid drug overdose.
I mean, you're exactly right. Like the only people that don't want the edit function are people that are like that make money off of canceling other people.
Right.
Like
yeah.
And Elon Musk,
professional tattletales don't like the edit function.
Right, exactly. Elon Musk makes his money from canceled people. So the edit button, that's coming first.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a good change. And
I
I've noticed a
love
lot
Elon
of
Musk now. Though.
a lot of people are getting their accounts back right now.
So, just on the Elon Musk World Hunger thing, he said that he would pay $6 billion if the guy could prove how it would solve world hunger, and the guy told him like a plan to ramp up their efforts towards solving world hunger, but it wouldn't solve world hunger. So it was like a weird claim.
This is a talking point I got from you, though. I've heard you say this several times, that it takes a certain amount of money to end world hunger.
Well, obviously it does, right? But the $6 billion was not the number. It would at 43 cents a day. It would give 43 cents a day to world hunger for 1 year.
I'm saying 45 billion. What he paid for Twitter could have like ended world hunger several times over.
Possibly.
So, Billy, if I'm to understand your point, you're saying that 6 million sounds like too much.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying?
6 million? Is it only 6 million?
Have them go.
I just wanted the clip of that.
6 billion.
If anyone wants to, no, I meant what I said, and he said yes. Just if anyone wants to go ahead and
6
clip
million,
that,
yeah.
you can do that.
Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah, that's it for me.
$6 million can solve world hunger if you send them all to the dollar menu.
You give them all a lifetime supply of top ramen.
Yeah, the idea that $6 billion would solve world hunger is like it's the mathematical equation for 43 cents a day to feed 42 million people for 1 year. So that's it wouldn't like permanently solve world hunger. It would just ramp up the efforts that the organization.
So magnify that to 45 billion, and what? We got a couple decades out of it, right?
Yeah, so let's talk to our government, who spends trillions of dollars a year, and just have them do it.
No, Elon Musk must do it.
It has to be Elon Musk.
He must feed the people. Well, now he's going to feed the people with Twitter. We can all get Twitter and eat
Twitter
for free
was not
on
worth
Elon Musk's
$45
dime.
billion.
I don't think he bought
really a lot of
Twitter
money.
for the value. He bought Twitter because he believes in it as a freedom of speech platform, a public square, right?
He literally was the only person on Earth where $45 billion was spending cash. And
Yeah, no. If he wanted to buy a freedom of speech platform, he could have bought Parler for $18. He bought Twitter for the attention.
So will Elon become
Twitter's
the
a public
world?
square, right? Like,
will Elon become the world's first trillionaire?
I don't know. Bezos is doing pretty good.
Elon is way ahead of even after this Twitter buyout. He's way ahead of him.
What's Bezos at?
How about J.K. Rowling? Where's she at? Is she going to be the first?
No.
Yeah, is
trillionaire?
J.K. Rowling close to a trillion yet? There's all these movies coming out.
Guys, let's get her there. Let's support a woman for once.
Yeah, he's making Twitter a private company.
So Bezos has like $100 billion more, or I'm sorry, Elon has $100 billion more than Bezos.
What's Elon at?
According to this.
Yeah, that's because
I mean,
Bezos
who
had to
even
give it all
knows
to his wife.
if like how accurate?
Well, I thought
this is.
Elon was at 245 billion before he bought Twitter. I thought he had dropped a
This
bit.
is Business Insider, April
From
6th.
April 6th? Okay, that's actually...
So it's pre-Twitter buyout,
Yeah,
though.
that's a lot of money for a person of...
You sounded just like him right there. That's a lot of money for a person of...
A privilege. Billion, not million.
Billion. Yeah.
Has said thus far is that he is going to be in favor of more free speech on the platform. He tweeted, quote, "Free speech is the bedrock of a functioning democracy. Twitter is the digital town square."
So now that Twitter is privately owned and not a publicly traded company, Elon Musk can turn it into him being the private owner of this platform can turn it into whatever he wants, which if he wants the public square, he can make it that.
Well, that's what he's saying.
He's the new Tom from MySpace.
He's saying, well, he's reverse Tom, right? Tom sold to Rupert Murdoch, and he bought from Rupert Murdoch.
Tom is living large after that.
I wonder what Tom's doing right now.
He has a Twitter account.
Where matters vital
it's
to the
like
future.
at Tom from MySpace.
Yeah, yeah.
And
And it's that picture of him.
I also want to make Twitter better than ever by enhancing the product with new features, making the algorithms open source to increase trust, defeating the spam bots, and authenticating all humans. Twitter has tremendous potential. I look forward to working with the company and the community of users to unlock it. Now that sounds pretty above board, right? He's saying that he wants to make the algorithms open source so you can actually see how the algorithms work. He's saying that he wants more free speech on the platform. That's it. More transparency and more free speech, and the left is freaking out, which shows you two things. One, the left really hates transparency and they really hate free speech, especially on these social media platforms. And this has really been true since 2016. I have been making this point for years on end, that up until 2016, social media was seen as an unmitigated blessing for the left. The left loved social media. After all, Barack Obama had effectively manipulated Facebook in 2012 in ingenious ways to achieve his own reelection. Then, Donald Trump won the presidency in 2016.
It didn't.
And social media
called the Democrat president a genius.
It didn't take much for Obama to beat Romney. Like a ton of Republicans weren't even behind Romney because he wasn't a real Christian, according to them. So,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and plus,
You know
it's
what?
like
You know
very
who
hard for
else
an
isn't a
incumbent
real
to lose.
Christian? Ben Shapiro. It's so surprising he has so much
yeah.
support from that side.
yeah, I think that little hat he's wearing is actually a pro-Christian hat, and everyone knows.
Oh, there's a little cross on the top of it?
Yeah, yeah.
became the enemy.
How come you never see Jesus with a yarmulke on?
Because
He's a bad Jew.
I mean, we don't see what Jesus actually looked like, for one thing.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no.
What did I say?
I'm hoping it was you.
Not enough meat on the bone here to risk it. It's not funny enough.
Can't risk it for the biscuit. We're going
All
dark.
we're doing is
It was
pointing
funny
out that
enough.
somebody
That
is Jewish.
Jesus.
That's all we're pointing out here, just to let everybody know.
Social media had to be brought to heel. Social media had been taken over by Russian spam bots and evil right-wingers, and therefore, we needed governmental oversight. You saw people like Kara Swisher constantly complaining at the New York Times that there just wasn't enough oversight. There just wasn't enough censorship at places like Twitter.
I want to point out that he's Jewish really quick before we do that. All right, go ahead, Asterios.
This is like boring. Like, I've heard this guy say this shit 1,000 times. Like, right now, the whole right wing, they're doing this thing where, like, the left is freaking out about Musk buying Twitter. And it's like, we don't care. Twitter's not that much
I was going to say, they keep saying the left is freaking out, but I don't hear anyone talking about it besides the right.
Yes! It's this, like, manufactured story of the day.
This weird projection.
It's like, I think it's kind of like, if Elon Musk buys Twitter, yeah, go nuts. Like, it's not great now. I don't know how much worse it could get. Like, okay, but let's see what this fucking guy can do.
Well, I happen to
hear
know
he makes a good electric car.
I happen to know that Washington Post approved account Libs of TikTok posted 15 people who decided to end their Twitter, to not delete. What is it when you just decommission it? They're just going to decommission their Twitter, deactivate. Yeah. The 15 people were going to deactivate because of Elon Musk's new buy. So if I know anything about Washington Post-approved Libs of TikTok, they're really showing how angry these liberals are that 15 of them decided to end deactivate their Twitter account.
I hear Washington Post was like, we want to reveal the identity of the awesome person behind this account we totally approve of. Like, that's like, they thought they were making a star with that article.
So, Asterios, why don't you think Jesus wore a yarmulke? I just want your opinion on that. What?
Yeah, why you got mad at me?
I got a little lens cap now.
I like the lens cap.
He doesn't have to duck under his desk anymore.
I like it. I think that's.
I like the creative ways you did it before. This seems cheap now.
No,
I like where you
lazy.
have to, like,
not only,
hide under a big
not
blanket.
only is it cheap, it's exactly what your comments deserve.
Right,
yeah, you got it. Yeah, Billy.
Here's
Hold on,
guy
I just need a chair.
harasses shoppers. Let's see what this
Do you guys
is.
believe in COVID?
Yeah, I do.
Do you
I've
believe?
had it,
Oh, wait,
so
hey,
you can
just real
stop
quick.
right
Okay.
now.
Do you believe in
I
Jesus?
almost died from COVID. You can leave me alone now.
You believe in Jesus?
You can no.
Pause.
Yeah.
All right, so let's pretend somebody said something anti-Semitic. Watch this.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
There's my guy.
It didn't work. Hold on, I think I can do it. All right. So somebody's like, the protocols of the
Act like
elders
you're
of-
walking down a staircase. You did the elevator trick. Can you do the walking down a staircase?
Yeah, do the stairs now.
Yeah.
I have this chair I bought a special chair so I can escape you people. All right, hold on.
Use the stairs of David.
What do you mean, you people, Asterios? That's an interesting choice.
I can't sit low enough.
I feel like Asterios is going to put his back out.
My big fat head can't escape the frame.
Classic case of fathead.
Do you guys believe in COVID?
Yeah, I do.
Shit, hold on.
What the fuck is this asshole gonna do? I love how the right wing is still obsessed with COVID. Like, we all didn't just decide it didn't exist anymore.
Do you guys
It's like
believe
we
in
moved
COVID?
on. It's like you guys are talking about Spider-Man 2. We're on Spider-Man 3.
By the way,
guys.
in China, in Shanghai, one of the largest cities on Earth, I think the second largest city on Earth, they're like building fences around apartment complexes. They're doing involuntary, like, full lockdowns there.
Yeah, people are starving to death. Yes, China's zero COVID policy is insane.
Yeah,
very low
like, don't
COVID
they know that
death.
we don't care anymore?
Yeah, and we
Grow
don't
up,
care
China.
in America. It's great. We gave up.
Yeah, I
We
do.
got 4
I've
believe
had
it?
it, so you can stop right now.
Do you believe in
I
Jesus?
almost died from COVID. You can leave me alone now.
Do you believe in Jesus?
You can. No, I don't. Go away.
Wouldn't you say that COVID's a new religion?
Go away.
Excuse me. How come you guys are making your kids wear masks?
What is it?
That's child abuse.
It's
You
to
guys
hide
don't want
their
to wear masks, do you?
smiles from weirdos like you.
Do you guys want to wear masks?
Excuse me?
It's child abuse. I'm gonna call it CPS on you.
Ethan Schmidt here. You know, you might have seen me on front page.
Ethan
Snapchat.
Schmegma?
I wonder if, because this was the guy from Petco the last time.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh no, it was Pet Smart, but he called it Petco, and they're like, this is Pet Smart, dumbass.
Yeah.
When's someone going to lay this guy out?
I don't know. I don't think violence is the answer. I think what needs to happen is somebody needs to defeat him with logic.
He's incapable of understanding logic.
World Star
He's an
Reddit.
idiot.
You know, millions of views everywhere on my videos. But, you know, I get banned on all my platforms. So make sure you guys follow me on Telegram. Anti-Masters Club.
Follow
Christ
me on
is
Telegram.
Lord.
There you go, Telegram.
Follow me
Scott
on
with his
Telegram.
degenerate Telegram.
I don't think that guy's a furry.
First off, get off my Telegram. It's not for you.
It's disgusting.
It's devil worship. I think the only thing worse than worshiping the devil is kicking the shit out of a cardboard rainbow.
That is weird.
For such a Chad looking guy and who presents himself that way, he's got a real wiener voice. It's very funny.
Wiener. He's got a fucking handlebar mustache. Like he's
and a handlebar mustache.
handlebar mustache. He's a dork.
So in the past, we've talked about Jared Genesis. A fan of our show let Jason David Frank. I don't know why you're
The Power Ranger?
The Green Ranger?
So,
The Green Ranger.
Holy
so
shit.
Jared Genesis went into the dojo, the MMA dojo that Jason David Frank owns in his town, and did the dumbest thing you can do in like a combat sports gym, challenge somebody. And Jason David Frank sicked some big dude that was like his student on this idiot, this man-child guy, Jared Genesis, and he got beat up. It's a legendary story. So this fan of DP got online and went to Cameo and got in Jason David Frank's DMs and sent him this video where basically Jared Genesis, and we can give you the background on him if you're not familiar with him, but basically this old video, Jared Genesis, because he's butthurt that Jason David Frank had his ass kicked, is creating this theory that Jason David Frank murdered the young Korean woman who played the Yellow Ranger back in the day. She died in a car accident.
Or
Yes.
something. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, she was in The Crow 2: City of Angels. If you ever see that movie, that was like one of her last movies.
Wait, did Jason David Frank also kill Brandon Lee?
Oh my God!
In The
Well, you
Crow
could
1?
see, like, so I didn't know
serial
about,
killer.
I didn't know about this, but Jason David Frank was at a Comic-Con in Arizona, and somehow the cops figured out some dude came like armed to the teeth, wanting to assassinate Jason David Frank, and he got like it was this huge deal 4 years ago, and he's very like paranoid about that kind of shit now. So now he's like he could be facing jail time. This will be turned to the FBI.
I hung out with the Blue Ranger at Comic-Con one time. He was
David Yost.
Yeah, he was a sweet,
nerd, though.
sweet
Was
boy.
it Jason Yost? No, Jason.
David Yost was Billy.
I thought it was
David
Jason Yost.
Jason was the Red Ranger.
No, they already have other Jasons. You can't have two Jason Power Rangers. That's ridiculous.
What was he's saying the FBI is going to get these tapes, and Jared Genesis might be going down.
So what's the back like, Billy? You're a wordsmith. How would you, to someone who's not aware of Jared, how would you best like give like a quick rundown of the history?
Elevator pitch him.
All right, so imagine this guy. He
said
sits in
some
his
cool words online before.
He sits in his room, sits in his own filth, doesn't change his shirt for weeks, just decides to cut off the sleeves and the collars when they get too crusty around the edges. Okay, his room
So
is
he's a
full
Drunken
of
Peasants listener. Okay.
Yes, exactly. His room is full
He
of
hates us.
toys and garbage, and it's got shit smears all over the handle, the door handle, and the light socket. Anywhere his hands could touch looks like it's had a butt rubbed up against it shittily. Okay, and now the guy has all these hot takes about everything. Talking about how he should be able to date a woman if she's 8 years old or 80.
Which isn't a woman.
Talking about how he should be able to literally run the world with his opinions, but by the end of what he says on almost every video, he switches sides from his original point. He has no stick-to-itiveness with anything he says except the whole 8-year-old thing. He one time sent dick pics to a fan of his that he thought was 15 years old without being asked to send them.
He'll do it like unsolicited, yes.
He just unsolicited sent a 15-year-old, a supposed 15-year-old.
I have
dick
the
pic.
video that you sent to Keemstar back in the day just to refresh people's memories. Listen to what he says.
I don't care about age. I date anybody. It doesn't matter. I don't follow society's rules. And, you know, people think ill of me for that, but it doesn't matter to me. I never cared about what people think of me, you know? That's why Chris calls me a pedo and all these funny names.
And all these funny names.
Really just, I don't think there's a word that can describe his level of sickness, but if you feel you have chemistry towards someone, you know, like you connect in a spiritual way, then go for it. Whether they're, you know, 14, 48, 99, whatever, doesn't matter.
14 is high for him. He
Sure,
goes way
12 is
lower.
cool with me. That's great, man.
12.
See, the funny thing about adolescents is they never sold their soul yet. And so they still have purity in them. And if you can get one young like that, then that's freaking great. You know, most of the time, though, their parents probably wouldn't be cool with that, and that's understandable. But the funny thing is, a lot of parents are so stupid, and they insult their own children saying, you know, well, my kid can't date someone younger because their brain hasn't developed. Because basically, you know, it's like saying they're stupid. My kid's stupid. So I don't want them dating someone older because they're just going to make stupid choices because they're dumb. I mean, what kind of piece of crap parent says that? Hell yes, I would, dude. I would date an 11-year-old, 9-year-old, doesn't matter. I look in the spiritual aspect of it. If I spiritually connect to someone, it doesn't matter, dude. 99, 8, 1,000 years old, it doesn't matter. And if you think ill of me for that, that's on you.
Literally no one ever.
I really don't give a shit.
Just throwing in impossible numbers to validate his pedo numbers.
So he's back now. Here he hates Drunken Peasants and me specifically. So he made this video. He already said he would never talk about us again, but he's an idiot. So he's talking about us again. Here he is. And by the way, he's put on some poundage.
Oh, he looks great.
Yeah, he looks great.
He looks great.
So congratulations.
Is he
I
cosplaying
want to
as
give a good.
H3H3?
He would wear the same. He does kind of look like him. He would wear the same shirt for like 32 days straight. And like he would always use his thumbnails would always be from the video.
Yeah.
So you could count the days because he'd post like 3 videos a day.
And you could see in the thumbnails over the course of like 3 weeks how the shirt literally deteriorated off of his body.
Yeah.
I mean, this shirt appears to have some mileage on it.
Congratulations to my trolls. You win. Winner, winner, chicken dinner, bro. You've officially won. You ruined my life. No, not really. But I saw some trolls on this really hilariously homosexual name YouTube channel saying how they mogged me. Funny how you can mog.
I don't know what that means. Does anyone know what that means? A mogging? I'm not familiar.
it's I only know it contextually, but it's like you laid the smack down to them.
Okay.
Oh, on the candy ass?
Genesis when
Thank you for your perfectly boomer explanation that I can understand.
We
You know
need
what I
those
mean?
around here.
I need that.
You can't even curl probably 20 pounds, bro. But that's another story for another day. Listen, I just
here's
wanted.
the official definition from my favorite website, incels.wiki.
Okay.
I just shared it with you if you want to pull it up.
All right.
Let's pull it up.
I think I know what I'm doing for the rest of my night.
Incels.wiki. Mogging, a verbification of the acronym AMOG for alpha male of the group, is the act of dominating another person. A person who mogs others is called a mogger. A person who gets mogged is called a moggee or mog victim. The term originated in the PUA community who commonly advocated mogging other men as an effective tactic to attract women. This is fucking...
So, like, this dude who's, like, making his girlfriend not look at the super Chad muscle dude right there.
Because he got mogged?
Did he get mogged right there? And
I
he's
believe he got mogged,
And he's
yeah.
like, get the fuck away from super Chad over there.
Because he
like-
was performing mate guarding against Connor Murphy. He was
And
mate
by
guarding.
the way, we have lunk alarms for this exact kind of situation.
Not for flexing, for banging
You're
weights.
not supposed to be shirtless in a Planet Fitness.
Yeah, that's a lunk alarm.
I don't...
That's a lunkable moment.
That's illegal.
I feel like certain people can be shirtless at Planet Fitness. This dude probably being one of them.
Yeah, and it's a mog-free zone in Planet Fitness.
Okay.
To say this, bro.
My understanding is that only moggers can call each other mogger, and then if you're outside of the community, you should probably say mogga with a soft A.
Whoa.
That's my understanding.
You win. All right. You got me off of YouTube. You got me off of having 1,000 subs.
No, you got yourself... No, Shabisky tricked this guy. I just want to say that again.
Known trickster, Shabisky.
tricked this guy into getting his own channel deleted. Because
Noted
Shabisky...
genius Shabisky.
Yes, which is insane. Shabisky was re-streaming his stream. So he's watching him and hearing what he says. And Jared's like, well, I'm just going to stream porn so that Shabisky's stream, his channel gets deleted. So he fucking announces what he's going to do, and Shabisky's like, oh, well, I don't want that, so I'm going to pause the video.
So he
And then
stops
Jared
re-streaming him.
streams like full-on hardcore porn on YouTube, and his channel gets terminated. And it was like his big channel for him. It had like 2,000 subs, which is big for him.
Yeah.
He was like a lol cow. He started out almost like as a lovable lol cow because people didn't know he was sending unsolicited dick pics to people he believed to be 15 years old.
Yeah, he was turned into kind of a lovable little cow for a while, but
From EFAP.
Yeah, didn't he? Prior to all this, I didn't realize he was the one that was threatening Boogie's wife.
Yes.
I didn't know that, or else
That's how he first got recognized.
Yeah, I didn't realize that until later on in the debacle. I would have had to give him a little.
And he's
pecker
aged.
record.
He's aged like 20 years in the last 5 years.
I was gonna say, if this video is current, was the last one we saw filmed in 1987?
No, that was like 2019.
Yeah, it was
right
like 3 years ago.
Damn.
Yes.
He's had a tough couple of years.
Well, we were talking about Jared, and I saw Billy on his phone, and what he was doing was he messaged that video that we just watched where he said he'd date an 8-year-old to Keemstar, and Keemstar retweeted it, and it became this crazy thing. And there were some pretty negative consequences to it also, because the cops kept coming, and like Jared has old, like elderly parents, so that was kind of a weird thing that I probably wouldn't stand by. But
Well, they didn't tell anybody to send the cops to his house.
No, Keem asked YouTube to do something about it.
Yeah.
But Keem has like a fucking like crazy huge, like when you have a huge audience like that, there's gonna be like the bottom of the barrel toxic ass people.
I think when
that are
you
part of
say
it.
you would have sex with 8-year-olds, that's where the toxic ass people come involved. I think that was the conduit here. Keem just signal boosted this guy's own fucking dumbass comments.
You win, really. You win, bro. I probably won't get more than 500 subs on Odyssey if I'm
He's on Odyssey
lucky.
now.
This is still a small channel. You know what I'm saying? Odyssey, I've noticed they're...
He used to have a piss cup because he was too lazy to get up from his desk to piss. But he also had a water cup, and he's always drinking. I guess he has like acid reflux, so he's always drinking a lot of water. Well, he forgot the cup that he pissed in and drank from it. The same cup that he pissed in, he drank from it during a live stream.
A classic.
Yeah, it's
beautiful.
It's insane.
really aren't a lot of like
We've all
bigger
been there.
YouTubers on here. It's a place for smaller guys, and let me tell you something, man. I am completely fine with that.
Yep, there it is. There it is.
This is piss.
Glug, glug, glug.
You may have one the battle. Okay.
He's literally talking to us right now.
Okay, trolls. But see, the thing is, you didn't win.
Pause it. Hey, speaking of mogging, Mog the Moogle is in the background in that Final Fantasy III poster. Enhance! You can see his little red wing.
Yeah, I see it. I see it.
Damn.
The war. Let me explain this to your small minds,
This
okay?
guy likes Reptar, and he's got an action figure at the back. Like, why can't this guy be cool?
You want to hang out with him, Asterios?
You know what this
He's
is?
got all the makings of being cool.
He's the opposite. He's the opposite of you, Asterios. He's like the if you're the good side of the scale, he's the bad side of the scale. The toys
worst
behind
case
him are not set up in a cute way. His cool shirts,
those are cute.
his cool nerdy shirts are not worn in a handsome, presentable way. His opinions are not made to make the world smile and laugh. He's the opposite of you.
Yeah, and you both say the N-word about the same amount.
Pay attention and write this down.
Damn it.
I always wanted to be a fucking small YouTuber, you dumb shits. I always wanted to be the little guy. It's only...
One more pause. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It's just like, look, whatever someone is saying, it's the opposite. Always.
I'm glad I'm small.
Yeah. Oh, I dreamed of having a tiny
Joke's on you guys. I always
being on Odyssey.
Yeah.
I love being on a website that's synonymous with our darkest internet.
The most sure way to not accidentally drink
You know
from your
that
piss
toilet
cup is
they
to
all
not have a
drink
cup you
from?
pissing sitting around.
Exactly.
that I became a somewhat big YouTuber, okay?
No, you didn't.
I'm not even going to give myself that much credit. I wasn't a fucking PewDiePie.
Were
But
you
it's
a
only because of you
PewDiePie?
little
Actually,
turds
you were kind of more of a PewDiePie than you might think.
that I was even somewhat on the map, which I didn't even want to be. How many times have I said in my videos, you know, fuck big YouTubers. I don't want to be a phony E-celeb. I never wanted to be that, okay? And I'll admit, you know, I fucked up with people like EFAP and getting into it with the Drunken Peasants, but...
The Drunken Peasants? Who's that?
They sound like they're stealing our podcast name.
They sound like sweet boys.
I never wanted to be that, bro. I always wanted to be a small YouTuber. And again, I want to make this very clear. The only reason, okay, I fell into like a 2,000 sub category was because of you clowns. I didn't want that for myself. You realize how long I was on fucking YouTube? Completely happy with like 200 subs.
You threatened to beat up your dad in a live stream. It was really fucking weird and sad.
It wasn't until, I've said this before, but it wasn't until fucking Jared Genesis that I even got fucking noticed on YouTube, okay? You know, a little bit maybe with Punky J because of that dumb shit Rags, okay? Because of that clown Rags, who's still fucking EFAPing his heart out, being a, you know, fucking elitist tool bag.
Way more successful than you would ever.
You guys took me away from that.
Rags is a furry commentator on the stream EFAP, which is pretty amazing. You should check out.
I guarantee you he has a Telegram.
He's got it.
Fucking to you.
Find it.
And I just wanted to say thank you, okay? I wanted to fucking say thank you for putting me on Odyssey.
I think he's a dog or like a wolf. He's either a dog or a wolf.
Oh, how creative. A dog or a wolf.
And getting me away from the fakeness.
I mean, like Tiger's the next one, right?
Shut the fuck up, Ben.
The bullshit that is YouTube. I cannot think of a greater relief than being off that cursed site. Do you realize how much better my mental health is now that I'm off YouTube? Case in point, you see how much I'm laughing in my videos now?
Yeah, I see your weird, like, psychopathic fake laugh that you do.
I laugh all the time because I'm happy.
I'm so glad to hear Jared's happy. I'm happy that he's not allowed to upload to YouTube anymore.
He can, though.
I'm happy that his dad took his computer away, so all we get are these little stolen cell phone 4:3 ratio bits that he uploads to Odyssey.
Isn't happy because I dealt with bullshit every single day, okay? And yeah, sure, there's some bullshit on here, but it's nothing even close to what it was on YouTube, bro. So let me say...
That's because you haven't made a video on Odyssey about banging 8-year-olds.
This again, okay? You win. Congratulations. Now, do me a favor. Just leave me the fuck alone. Okay? I'm going to keep blocking you guys. You know, you're not even trying anymore. I only blocked like 2 of you here on Odyssey, and that's great. I want it that way. I'd rather have 0. But I think you get the message is what I'm saying. I'm not dealing with you anymore. Go.
Sticky said, I thought Scoot was a lion. No, he wouldn't pick the cool one. He'll pick the stripy kind.
Fuck said that?
Fuck off.
Sticky in the fan chat.
Scoot's a
Lion
tiger.
the king.
Yeah, have you
and live your life.
Have you not seen the stripes?
The lowest tier big cat you
No.
could possibly choose.
No.
Yeah, you. Why would you think Scott was the king of the jungle?
Yeah, why would you think that?
He's not even a Leo.
He's a bobcat at best.
Me, Billy the Fridge,
Ben,
is a Leo.
I'm not relitigating this, Ben.
And I wish you well, I do, but just leave me the fuck alone, okay? You harassed, you terrorized 2 elderly people. You did. I don't care if you're not the ones who swatted me. You're still.
You threatened to. He's talking about his parents. They are elderly. They're like old. It's almost like a Chris Chan situation.
Very similar. It's a problem that older parents
Does
have.
this end with him fucking his mom?
Oh God!
I hope not. I'll be right back.
I don't think we'd catch him though.
No, he wouldn't admit it.
Maybe he would. I don't know. He doesn't have a cool. What's her name? Isabella Janky to coerce him into banging
I'm
his
better
mom.
than J-Rod because I have an even smaller YouTube channel than he ever had.
Damn, you're beating him at his own game, Seth looks.
You're living his dream.
I wish I had a smaller YouTube account.
We had some donos come in earlier from 3 Ways to Play.
Wait, before we read the donos, I just
Yeah.
want to say this will only work now. It's like he hit a gypsy with his car, and the gypsy went, "I curse your YouTube account." Smaller.
Smaller.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Keep going. Sorry.
3 Ways to Play brought up asking about what did Jesus actually look like. That's a question people keep asking to this day. I think that Jesus probably looked like the figment of somebody's imagination, but I could be wrong. Fixed Souls, I'd like to take this opportunity to say that rape isn't okay no matter what the age, race, or orientation. It's always wrong. Thanks. Yeah, that's a hot take.
Even race?
Spam Goody says, great show tonight. DP has been top notch lately. Cheers, Spam Goody. 3 Ways to Play. How the hell these devils keep chaining us up? We're fucked. Damn it. KO 3000. You'll never understand the love between fats or fat brotherhood like the stream. Rat Lord Alcaraz gave Big Love Dumotex in America First Civil War. 3 Ways to Play again came through with some down now and said, I bet those guys eat lots of Circle K chuck wagons. Are those things good? I've never been to a Circle K. Dumotex.
What's a chuck wagon?
I know, it sounds delicious. I want to try a Circle K chuck wagon.
It sounds good. I don't know what it is, but it does sound good.
I know what Circle K is. Chuck wagon, I'm unfamiliar with.
I know. And Dumotex is glad to see the best boys of DP all arrive tonight. Also, Billy is best promo maker. Yay. That catches us up with all the love. Seth Looks also said, the most sure way not to actually drink from your piss cup is to not have a cup you piss in sitting around. That sounds like you're piss shaming.
You're the ones who put me on the fucking map.
That's an
You're the
elegant
ones who
solution.
ratted me out to
A
the biggest
chuck
piece of...
wagon looks delicious. I just sent you guys a link.
Oh, we got to pull up this link, babe.
He's doing you're the ones who ratted me out to the biggest piece of shit Keemstar.
You did. I don't care if you're not the ones who swatted me. You're still the ones who put me on the fucking map. You're the ones who ratted me out to the big...
If you're doing something that gets on that guy's radar, you've probably done something pretty bad.
Whoa.
Right?
What is
or super good, I guess.
I don't...
Sure.
What is going on in here? A chuck wagon sandwich is a beef patty or chicken fried steak and sesame bread served with lettuce, tomato, and mayonnaise.
It's a chicken fried
The
steak.
steak is juicy and tender, and since it's covered in batter, the outside is golden and crispy. There's also a deli version.
Right here.
That does not look nearly the same as the other one.
It's a sandwich.
Yeah, it looks like
This one,
a sandwich?
that one's
chicken sandwich.
Yeah, that one's a chicken fried sandwich. The other one was just a stupid fucking deli sandwich.
biggest piece of shit in the world, Keemstar. Okay? That was you guys, and that's why I'm putting the blame on
Have you guys ever
for
tried
terrorizing...
chicken fried steak?
Yes.
It's not that good.
I
don't
grew
know
up
if I
eating
have,
at the
'cause I've never
Cracker
been that
Barrel
excited about
and
it.
Bob Evans. You ever heard of a place called Bob Evans?
I've heard of it. I've
It's
never
a
been
chain of diner restaurants in the Midwest.
Yeah, I've seen them. I've never been inside one.
It's all about the chicken fried steak and like that kind of like Midwestern home cooked kind of trash.
Is it all about the he said, she said
Two elderly
bullshit?
fucking people who did not deserve it. You understand? I'm putting the blame on you for that, and that's on your hands. My mother was afraid to go out of her own fucking home because
fault.
of you.
Your fault.
Okay, because of all the silly bullshit you guys did, making hardworking folks,
You don't
deliver
work
prank
hard.
fucking calls.
If
How
they
childish
were,
is that?
if they were
You know,
hardworking folks, they didn't work hard enough at being parents because you live in a fucking cesspool mess and yell at your papa, and then he takes your computer away for years.
Yep.
If he was a good papa, he would have never had to take your computer away because you'd be living in your own fucking house, not trying to bang underage people online.
Oh, my papa, to me he is so wonderful. What? Asterios, chime in. We'll start Fiddler on the Roof.
It's hard to sing in unison over a
there's
Oh no, I had one. It was Shabisky, the guy that's easy to beat. Shabisky.
I did that one time.
For Shabisky yet?
That's actually crazy they haven't. I don't think they have.
That's it, because it's okay. We should get to it next time on. We'll write that. We'll all write that together.
By the way, Egghead is so confident in his Actual Mania win that he actually ordered a custom-made Actual Mania Cringerweight title belt that he's gonna.
Is Egghead the champion or challenger?
He is the current champion right now.
He's the current champion. Okay, guys, everyone listening, this is important. Everything we've been doing up to now has been just utter bullshit. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters except this. Listen to me. Hear me now and hear me well. Make sure Egghead loses. Okay?
Oh my God!
Here's the problem with that,
I don't
Scott.
ask you guys for a lot. What's that?
Here's the problem with that. Egghead's opponent
Here's the belt.
is Jared Genesis.
Yes, the guy we just
I'm
watched.
aware. Make Jared Genesis win.
I can't
Vote
even
for Jared.
I can't even think of that. I don't want to live in that world.
I want that belt to arrive at the Egghead household,
And he has to hand deliver it to Jared
broken
Genesis.
man. A broken man will receive that belt.
But the thing is, that's so cringe that at that point he deserves the belt.
Right.
Ordering this.
Well, and that's how the whole thing perpetuates
Yes.
itself, and the cycle of life goes
That's
on.
why he's the greatest Cringerweight champion of all time.
Ordering this
Vote for
belt
Jared.
is the cringiest thing you could do. Like,
it truly is.
He did a great job here. Like, Egghead, I gotta say, I know your voice has problematic tones, but you know what does it? Your choice. Your choice to buy this belt. Well done.
It's got side plates. I mean,
Of course it has side plates.
look at it.
I gotta go drip tip. I'll BRB.
All right. When Billy gets back,
Shit. It's almost midnight here. I'm gonna. This is a good time to go.
yeah. I was just gonna say when Billy gets back, we're gonna go do our movie review.
I'll wait for our sweet boy back.
Yeah.
But like, no matter what happens, Egghead wins. Like, he's either the cringerweight champion or the rightful cringerweight champion.
Do a thing
Like,
in
He either loses it. Oh, he either retains it, and great for him, or he loses it, and then an actual cringerweight
You guys don't know this?
arrives at his door, making him the cringerweight champion.
I don't know if you guys know this, but
He's a
Egghead,
genius.
we handed Egghead on a silver platter the first ever and possibly last opportunity to unify the two singles titles in Actual Mania. And Egghead literally lost his smile and didn't do it. So by default, we awarded it to the other person. He lost his smile.
Cringy.
I know.
Pretty cringy to be like, I don't want to. If I try, I might lose. It'll be easier to never try. Like, that's pretty cringy.
God damn, he's got us at every turn.
He is, he is probably, he's the Vincent Van Gogh of cringe.
He's the Vincent McMahon of cringe.
I hope he cuts his ear off.
What was I going to say? But one more thing to say, but like, Yo, Egghead, you should do the Shawn Michaels thing with the belt, where you take a naked picture of yourself with the belt over your junk. I mean, obviously you'll need a smaller belt, but like I'm sure. Oh, this one only costs $200. Probably pretty tiny. Yeah,
It
this
might
is
be a
really
child's
good.
belt.
Yeah, it might be a child's. I get $200 for a belt. That's not bad.
Yeah, it's a nice belt.
I might get myself a championship belt that just says Asterios. And
We
wear it around.
we always joked around about
Let's all get
Egghead.
belts.
We always joked
Yeah.
around about Egghead fucking his buddy Jeffrey. So
Yeah.
Spec made this video.
Yes, Commissioner. Dire news, Batman.
Oh, I have to.
Hold on.
Hey,
is this Yoda?
Pledge.
Is this little guy right here Yoda? Because I know this is Luke right here, but is this Yoda? That has to be Yoda.
And Egghead is back.
This is great.
Great.
Yeah, that made me squeal. That made me squeal like a little piggy. Wee!
Wait, why aren't we regularly watching this guy's clips?
Oh,
Why
there's
isn't this the whole show?
He used to
Yeah.
do these. He used to do these trailer reviews, and it was so. That's where the is this Yoda? Is this Yoda? He thought this fucking rock was Yoda, and he's all like clicking around on it, like that has to be Yoda. It was not Yoda. It was a fucking rock.
Look, you can't win them all.
He has a gamer chair. He has a gamer chair. How did he ever lose the Cringerweight Championship? He has like the classic red Kyle gamer chair. He can't even clean the table behind him before he starts. He has a visible Wolf of Wall Street poster. How did this guy?
Damn.
Hey, I look forward to the eventuality of you and me having our sex time together.
Mom.
I'll do you so many.
Mommy.
I'll do my best to pleasure
Our
you and
sex
keep you
time together,
satisfied.
mommy.
Yeah, that made me squeal. That made me squeal like a little piggy.
God damn it, Ben.
God damn it.
What? Egghead, you mad?
Get him on the show
right now.
We'll have to modulate his voice because YouTube. I think the algorithm. I think they don't let that kind of voice on.
Should I-
The
no.
ad rep
I
will be
think so.
taken off, but modulate his voice.
Egghead, jump
Oh,
into
no.
the ready room for voice really quick. They want to talk to you.
I want to thank the new patrons, $10 and
Alright,
above, who
yes.
joined in the last couple of minutes. They're going to come watch the movie review with us tonight. $10 and above.
Vote for Jared Genesis.
Oh my God.
Either way, Egghead wins.
Egghead.
He's got the...
Are you?
Ew.
Hey.
God damn it.
Egghead, what do you think about Asterios' claims that you sound how Jared Genesis says?
Fuck you.
Fuck yeah. Look, just repeat after me.
Okay.
Hey kids, would you like to see something really cool?
God damn it.
Hey kids, I got an Atari in my basement.
Just say that. Say it.
Say, hey kids, I got an Atari in my basement.
Yeah, the kids in the neighborhood call him the Shabari Atari. It's not good.
Hey. Oh God. Jesus Christ.
That's too high level, Billy.
There's going to be 4 people out there who get that, and they're going to think I'm sick.
That was too intellectual and S&M joke.
They're
right
gonna think
there.
I'm sick. The 4 people watching are like, that son of a bitch. He said too much, and then the other 4 will be like, he hasn't said enough.
Just
Good
say,
thing I didn't understand that joke.
I've got even cooler toys in my van. Just say it. Just see how it feels.
Why?
Egghead, just
Take it
say.
out for a spin. You won't know. Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Egghead.
No, I'm not gonna
Prove
do
me
something
wrong.
that's
Egghead.
Prove me wrong here.
Egghead, say you don't need a quarter for a gumball. I have one in my pocket. And then make them reach in your pocket for the gumball.
By the way, Egghead, when
Egghead, you're proving my case. You're proving. All I'm saying is, you're not providing an affirmative defense here. Proving my case.
Egghead, when is the belt coming? When are you gonna have the belt?
I haven't even freaking placed the order yet, dude.
Oh,
yeah.
I haven't even placed it yet.
You having second
Eggheads
thoughts,
all
aren't
talk. Eggheads all talk.
That's also pretty cringe. He's like,
It seems like a
this
confident
belt
man.
that he doesn't have $200.
He said that shit to me, being like, "I'm getting this belt." I'm like, "Oh,
I am
cool."
gonna get it. I am gonna get it because I want to actually put that belt with the next character that I'm gonna be doing. God damn it!
Yeah, I mean,
What's the character? Guy with pants too big and the belt won't hold them up because it's a fucking wrestling belt?
yes.
Guy who needs smaller belt.
Yeah.
Terrible opinions on movies, guy.
Oh no.
Oh no.
By the way, the his what was it? Revenge of the Sith or whatever movie review, or trailer review? Which one was the one?
That
What
was
the one where it said
Return
Yoda?
or
Last Jedi.
Force Awakens?
No, it's the one after Force Awakens. There was a Return or the Last Jedi.
I've never seen
Jedi,
anyone
yeah.
so excited for Snoke before.
And then get
He was like, Snoke! I'm like, what? Who gives a fuck about Snoke?
Egghead's gonna go and film with his new belt. He's gonna go into every diner in his area, walk in and say, I ordered a BLT.
Oh God.
Yeah, I see what you're doing. That's good. You did a good job, Billy. Now, it seems to be like a confident man would place the belt order today before the contest tomorrow with the confidence you have that you're winning.
He's
And
testing
that
your
people
confidence.
will not heed my words and vote for Jared Genesis.
Wow, I can't believe it.
You vote for a pedophile. What does that say about you?
I do vote for a pedophile. I did it in the 2016 election, and I'll do it again.
And I'll do
You
it
didn't
again.
vote in our election.
You don't know what I do with my spare time, Ben.
Yeah, Scott's got
FBI. We got Canadians voting in our fucking election.
Scott's got dual
No, he
citizenship.
doesn't. No, he doesn't.
I got dual citizenship.
He doesn't.
Thank you.
He doesn't.
Well, Egghead, last chance to say something creepy.
Yeah, Egghead.
Because we're wrapping up the show.
That ain't gonna happen anytime soon.
If you want to say, I've got a candy bar in my pocket. I mean, again, this is your time
Want
to
some
clear your
brownies?
name. We're giving you equal time on this show.
Muslim. Why the long
A lot-
face?
Egghead, just say, could you hurry up? I'm not supposed to be near this playground.
How about just a simple, I'm your dad now?
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ.
How about this? Okay, you know what? Egghead, I will make this a lot easier. Go. Hello, how are you today?
Hello, how are you today?
Oh my God!
You can hear him coming right there.
Oh my God! Oh no!
I don't understand how that makes my voice sounds like a pedo voice, but whatever.
Okay, that last one.
I love the picture
Everyone
of
heard
Egghead on the screen too, where he looks really creepy too.
It's not. The picture is doing no favors. I will.
His voice had the unmistakable sine wave of trouble.
Yeah, if you put that side by side with any other problematic sine waves, I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised.
Egghead, I want you to order a pizza. I want you to order a pizza right now and let it sit out all day until tomorrow.
Why?
I want it to fester, and you can have a celebratory slice of old moldy pizza after you win the championship tomorrow. You have a goddamn pizza bash with some moldy ass day old pizza.
Better order that.
Egghead's reaction to this trailer is just
Is that Yoda?
insane. Yeah.
Is that Yoda?
Hold on, I want to show you guys what he thought was Yoda. It's so fucking ridiculous. Hold on.
I'm gonna close my eyes. I'm gonna honestly, if this thing might be Yoda, I'll call it straight.
Here it comes.
Absolutely.
Here it comes.
Oh my God, no way.
Oh,
Why did it just say the
It
N-word?
says the N-word in it too. Did you guys hear
Why
that?
did Luke Skywalker just say the N-word?
Hold on. Here it is. Listen, Luke
from a
Skywalker
different
says
time,
the
Billy.
N-word here.
It was a long time ago.
Galaxy far, far away.
Oh my God, no way. Wait, hold on. Is this Yoda?
Is that Yoda?
It doesn't look like Yoda. It doesn't.
Is
little
the
guy
thing
right
that's
here
3
Yoda?
times
I know
the
this-
size of the human being Yoda? Is that the question? That's the question. That's what we're. Okay. Okay.
This is Luke right here, but is this
Fair enough.
Yoda? That has to be Yoda. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait, guys.
This is the last time Egghead was actually happy, by the way. We ruined happiness for Egghead when we dug too deep into this.
It definitely wasn't when he saw the movie.
Look at, yeah, he's doing this.
I only know one truth. It's time for the Jedi to end.
What?
Oh my God, it's Yoda!
Is it Yoda? I like how Yoda was in it, too.
I mean, he was right. He was wrong, but he was right.
Egghead just calls his shots and hits
Once
him right out of the
again,
park.
Egghead can't lose.
Thank you.
That's the thing. Him not buying this belt is very cringe. Him buying it
It's
cringe.
also very
cringe.
Him buying it and not winning, cringe. Him buying it and winning, cringe.
Cringe.
Thinking that people want to see you reacting to a trailer, mega cringe. I love this guy. He can't lose.
He's a modern day Parker
Holy
Lewis.
fucking shit. Yeah, that made me squeeze.
Squeeze.
That made me squeeze like a little piggy. Wee! Oh my God.
What's with the beard
we
there,
got a teaser.
Egghead? What was the thought process behind this?
Egghead.
Egghead.
Oh, shit.
He killed himself.
Did he rage quit?
No.
We Chrissy Teigen'd him.
I'm pretty sure.
Sad.
I'm pretty sure the reason he has the beard is because without it, he looks like Fat Shame Dawson.
But it's no look. I like the. I'm not saying you shouldn't have a beard, but he has a. You see what's happening.
Well, yeah.
there.
Well, his family owns a mercantile in Oklahoma that is a Wild West museum.
Yeah, it is.
He was
so
raised.
that's where Merkins come from. Egghead's face.
That's a merkin tiled across his jaw.
So, Asterios, why don't you think Jesus wore a yarmulke?
Bye, loudest podcast.
Yes.
You love it. It's on Spotify and shit.
Patreon.
I love you guys. This is so
Oh my
much
God.
fun. I'll see you guys next month.
Definitely.
Egghead, good luck tomorrow night. I am pulling for you. No matter what happens. Egghead, don't forget this. You got a chip in the game, Egghead.
Hey.
There's a lot of people out there, they don't got a jersey. They don't got a chip in the game, Egghead. Like, you're playing, you're putting out content, and you're making TikToks. They're not good, but you're making them.
I'm making
You're
promos
a
as characters.
39-year-old man making TikToks, but you know.
And then Scott gets his plug
promos as
before the
characters.
show's over.
Oh hey, vote for Jared Genesis. Listen to the loudest podcast.
Don't listen to
It's
the
an excellent
cat.
podcast.
Don't listen to him. He's bleeding.
Oh, he's back and he's pissed.
Don't listen to him.
Also listen to The Worst Year of Our Lives, my podcast, and send me any and all of your money at paypal.me/notscotthenson.
Good night, everyone. We are about to do our Patreon movie review. If you're a $10 patron, check your feed because it's about to be live.
And
we will
at
see
a
you
round
then.
number.
Oh,
Okay.
why, thank you.
They didn't show up on the screen, so let's read that one before before we go. Got to reload my screen because.
Ooh, look at you.
So that was Seth looks and at a round number. There you go. Thank you, Seth.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. From the strangest corners of the internet, gonna get TP'd by Billy and Ben. You know where you can find them at. Get ready, cause they're gonna kick your... Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants.